Welcome to the Dragget Show, the show you know you'll love. Dragget show. We brought that booze to share and enough fizzy cherry cola to make our problems disappear. We got fizzy cherry cola, the black ritual, dick-shaped things, and so much more. So sit back, relax, crack open a beer, cause he's into the blue and Alkali's not here.
Roll up and it'll make you feel better. Roll up and it'll make it alright. Roll up and it'll bring it all together. So let's watch a Dragget show and stay the fuck inside.
Hey! Hold on. Oh, I gotta
Nope.
bring back a chat.
Oh, almost a. Hey!
Hey! All right. Hello. Welcome to the Dragget Show. That's Dragon and Fair together. I'm Xander. This is Alkali.
I'm not here.
And we are doing the stream again. Woo!
Yay!
We are joined by Draggor, pronouns they, them, and also Miko, he, him, also cool with they. So here we are.
Cool.
Thank you. Alkali's not here. He's queer.
Very much so.
Still, he's not here. He's queer.
He's not here because he's being queer.
Yes.
That's I just go there.
And we are a show when we do this, so off to a fantastic start. Alkali, you're the talker. You talk.
Honestly, I'm just so thrilled to be hearing facts. Like, we are a show. I'm not here. Uh-oh. Alternate facts again. These happen. These things
There
happen.
is no such thing as an alternate fact.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay, that makes way more
Christ.
sense.
What's another name for an alternate fact? Bullshit.
Oh, I was thinking lies.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Yes. Hi everyone. We got a lot to talk about.
We got. I'm sorry. You could not have toned that better. Hi, everyone. We have a lot to talk about.
Shut up.
Now you know how I felt before that Doom stream.
Oh, absolutely.
I was losing my gourd.
That's fair. That's fair. No, yeah, you're right. That's fair. So you go.
Fine. What do we have to talk about?
Fine. All right. Okay. I've been preparing for this. So, real talk, everybody. Those of you who followed me on FA with the filters off have known for a while that
I love you so much.
that I have had gender issues and bottom dysphoria pretty much my entire life, and that is a thing that's existed. And I'm sure people talk to me about it, and we've talked about it, and I've talked to my non-binary friends about it too. And that's when I first, obviously I always felt a little much on the spectrum, on the gender spectrum anyway. So them already felt natural. This was before that. So I did the podcast with you, and I chose they before that, before something else happened. So I did you can go listen to my podcast with Draggor.
I think it's uploaded on your YouTube.
Yeah. So that's there, and we talked about a lot of stuff. And after that happened, I stumbled upon that unbe person who said they were looking forward to their gender confirmation. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And that's a thing, because I had always thought I'd researched it my entire life, because obviously there's that thing, and there's a thing in your brain that just won't go away, and you think it's wrong, so you don't want to sound like a freak. So anyway, I found out. I said I was interested, and Gaius, who's out there, thank you.
They're in the chat.
Yeah, Gaius is out there.
Thanks, guys.
Mentioned a couple years ago, that's out there. That kind of thing is out there for non-binary people if you're interested, and just the fact that there's other people out there that felt like I do. I had no idea. I thought this is just maybe I'm fetishizing something that I don't want to come off as disrespectful to women or something like that, because I never felt like a woman, and that's not who I am. And but there's always been that thing in the background that just never goes away. Much kind of like my attraction to men in the first place. It's just a thing that wouldn't go away, and I had to deal with it. And actually, when I came out to my parents the first time, that was there, but they didn't want to even fucking deal with that. I like my mom's like, oh, you never put on women's clothing. I'm like, my mom's like, her brain's exploding. I'm just like, okay, fuck it. They'll dial back. We'll dial back to gay. That's fine. You can deal with gay. So like,
I'm sorry. Let's be honest here. The new theme for the Dragget show is we'll dial it back to gay.
okay, fine.
We finally have our catchphrase.
So-
We'll dial it back to
So
gay.
yeah, so I looked into the whole thing and blah blah blah, considering it, and honestly, the only thing that was like even a consideration was like how much it would affect Alkali, and like what he would think about it and stuff. So
He had never met me before he told me this, apparently.
What did I say to you, Xander?
what?
You were very worried.
Yes,
And I had the most blunt, crude line to you. Do you vaguely remember what it was?
What?
Because I've known Alkali. I met you both basically around the same time. Didn't really get to know Alkali till later, but that dark door opened really quick. So Xander was worried. I'm like, Xander, the worst case scenario is Alkali's gonna go, ooh, kinky.
God damn it.
I think I also said that,
Well,
yes.
You must have seen all the fucking art I bought to scratch a fucking itch. It's like an expensive ass itch, but like, anyway.
Yes, I have seen all the
Okay,
art
I
you
know.
bought. If I remember correctly, the last time I found some of your art, it had the line, man, son, your friend has a really cool dick.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Anyway, fuck. So, anyway, I
QM, drive safe.
when I mentioned Alkali, I'm like, hey, remember that joke I had where, remember that joke I had when my first stand-up, I felt for trans people who, you know, because I can't even take care of my cat, and that's a low maintenance pussy, and that's a high maintenance pussy, and I'm like, hey, Alkali, remember that joke? Well, the cat's dead, so
This is not an embellishment. This is exactly how he told me, and I've never been more in love with a person in my entire life.
you gotta open it with some humor.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So, and after that is, you know, that was the only thing I was really worried about. I'm not gonna tell my parents anything because fuck them. If I'm comfortable with how I present, I already feel in between. I'm pretty comfortable with agender because that's like I have never understood gender roles since I was born. And then my mom showed me a book about sex. I'm like, oh, you gave me the wrong shit. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, that's what boys and girls have. That's dumb. And it's like, so I never said that out loud, but like, you know, but I didn't. I'm like, but I'm not a girl. It's like, and it was a whole thing. So that's it. Thanks, everybody.
The presets that humans have are stupid.
Oh yeah, it's just like your brain's fucked up, and you put it on the you put things on the shelf for so long.
It's not even that brains are fucked up. The brains are fine. The meat robots are defective.
Yes, very much so.
To one's own self.
To one's own self. Yes, thank you.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
And I kind of mentioned.
And then
this.
I got to pass your clink over, and that's one. And that goes over here. I got to pass that clink.
Cheers. Oh my
There's,
god.
there's clink.
Too much,
There's
too much.
So many clink, and then the clink.
I'm drinking.
Okay, I think we got it. I go, oh my god, I have booze. We got to clink more. I had the thank you. I didn't clink with booze. That was water. I feel horrible.
And I kind of mentioned this in my pronoun coming up. It's not like we want. It's not like people think you want to be special, like to recognize pronouns. Like no, it's like we want to just get on with our lives. It's like, fuck. It's like, I forget what I was gonna say because I'm drunk high.
Well,
You want to go ahead?
What?
so your post was, as far as like taking action, yours was first. Like how many years? Couple of years now. I've been putting on they them pronouns on my badges because the ribbons were there, and I can't tell you how much of it was subconscious going, go do this, and how much of it was, well, our language sucks. I want they them to just be the thing by default. And then here I am a few years later going, oh shit, that actually is way better.
Yeah.
And then, so your post, which was in smaller scope, you put it out there. I'm like, what am I waiting for? I've been through this before. I don't.
I'm 40 now. Like these feelings aren't going away. I'm gonna die mad if I don't do something about it.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when I found out that like apparently stuff is more possible now. So
Xander, I have very bad news for you.
What?
You're a Democrat. You're gonna die mad.
Oh, absolutely. Die less mad. Like the world's still a flaming shitball. Don't get me wrong. and I
Control
wanna
the
talk
things you
about
can.
that. Let's talk about the world being a flaming shitball. Let's look at the upper left-hand corner. Some people can't get the
Wait.
care they need, so we need to crowdfund that shit.
Oh, is it that way? Is it that way? Or is it this way?
I'm gonna guess it's right up there.
In the upper quadrant.
I can't remember.
Neither can I.
One of the wonderful people who reached out to me also, Segra Morris, said, hey, here's a Reddit group with other people like us that are masculine presenting trans, and it's wonderful. Everyone has the same experiences, what they're going through. It's fucking, it's really just good to meet people like you who just like, you don't feel like a freak anymore. And that's so important. It's so weird. You just want to, fuck. That's it. You go.
No, you just want to fuck. I honestly sometimes.
Yes, I'm a sexual person, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. You know that. I'm a horny motherfucker. It's okay. And that's fine. Be responsible if you're a horny motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. Don't go out and fuck in a pandemic, for God's sake. Jesus Christ. Unless you know that person. I mean,
It's not even if you know them.
yeah, no.
If you have a COVID buddy that is also a COVID fuck buddy, great. You have taken the proper precautions. If you want to go get your genitals smashed or soaked or whatever the non-gendered get your dick wet term equivalent is, then quarantine for 2 weeks and then go meet up. And if you really want to make it explosive, make it a no-fap 2 weeks.
Yeah. Plus, I got some stuff at home, so that's great. What?
Alkali's
Some
dick,
stuff.
some stuff at home.
It's good stuff.
I mean, let's be honest. This is the
cooking.
nicest anyone has ever been to me. So sure.
What? Sometimes you want to go out to dinner. Sometimes you want fast food.
Would you clink my glass? Come here.
Yeah, I'm
clink my
sorry.
glass. I'm very proud of you.
I love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
I just saw it happen for the first time. All these years I've been watching Alkali get up on stage and start crying, and now here you are, and now you're turning to the drink already.
Yeah.
It replenishes electrolytes that you lose only through tears. That's what booze is. Why do you think it's so salty when you lick them?
What's our favorite 30 Rock?
Oh my God.
Drama's gay Gatorade. It has electrolytes.
I still think one of the most depressing ones I've ever heard is Scrubs. I'm just gonna walk into the lake until the last bubble goes bloop. Camera cuts, camera comes back to him, he's still staring into nothingness. Bloop.
Was that the lawyer?
Yes. Yeah, the sad sack. The guy who's in a band in real life and is a totally cool, chill
He
dude.
unfortunately died.
Oh no.
That always has to happen. Just like Larry King, that motherfucker.
Before we get too far, I just also want to say, very proud of you, Xander.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
It's fantastic, and you have been noticeably happier since this happened. Noticeably.
I honestly
Which is
just
to
thought
say
it
that
was
you've
the
been an
rope.
asshole. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm kind of an asshole, but I get you.
No,
I am kind of. It was actually better with the choking up. This is. Oh my God. Well, if you would like to hear, so we just talked about our friend up here that needs a little help. We talked about the dire state of the world.
Yes, the Kofi link is below, by the way.
Oh, is it?
And above. Well, there's a link in YouTube below, but there's a thing above.
the pictures of the thing, the meters above.
Perfect.
You can also Google it pretty good. Yeah.
So, I obviously listened to the show at work when you guys are on doing Dooming with Draggor, which, by the way, Sunday, 5 p.m. Central Time. I am right? Oh, good.
Yeah.
I got one right. Doing Draggor, and I usually try to tune in. I tune in with golf, and my coworker Tom is just about as woke as you can get, so I had no problem, and I had to explain to him what he was going to hear, and he immediately accepted it and became acclimated to it to a just the absolute thrill of myself. He is such a wonderful person, but he did have one hang-up. He asked me, oh, well, what's the singular then? Like, what? He goes, well, they, them. What's the singular? I'm like, no, it's just they, them. Then we spend 4 hours talking about how that is not acceptable and how they need a singular for they, them. And I explained to him they don't because it's all inclusive, so it doesn't have a single. And then we had a very fun debate until he backed himself in a corner because he tried to solve the problem instead of just debating it. He said, you know, it would be a good one, shklee. And I looked at him like he was crazy because I thought that he knew, and he didn't. So that was the first half of my day. The second half of the day was watching the Futurama episode where shklee enters into the equation. And now he has constantly not only referred to Xander and Draggor as they, them, but corrects himself and me when we mess it up. To a woke motherfucker. Tom, you're amazing.
Good job, Tom.
My little, I don't know. I don't feel feelings, but my victory is, you can't really see it, but I tweeted it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the meat robot part, but I have a very clear memory of I'm with Xander. I have never identified with a gender thing, and being the scrawny, short pipsqueak that I am, I never measured up to manliness or boyishness anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a not a Thanksgiving, a St. Patrick's Day thing being celebrated in grade school, because that made sense. And the teacher and all the girls were getting their nails painted green. So I wanted to go do that. And I remember how much that was a terrible thing to do in a public school. So, 20 plus years later, it's stupid, but it's not. I did it. Stop that. I said it in the tweet. That is retired. That to be perfectly clear.
Be specific.
Yeah, the bulge.
The nickname, the bulge. It is a symptom of the fact that the balls I am in current possession of are huge. That is a gendered term that I am deeply uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
We'll see if I figure out how to dress it down.
That's fine.
I basically have reduced suiting because I got so uncomfortable with it.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry.
But because I can't tuck it, I have other problems. But when I will resume clingy suiting, because I do love it. It fits that agender alien thing that I want. That like makes me feel comfortable. Not that I want it. I'm most comfortable as it. But I'll figure out how to dress it down. But that is a term that I associate with the male gender. I am not that. So yeah.
Yeah.
My apologies, friend. Now all I can imagine is you trying to tuck that and walking around like you just got off a saddle throughout an entire convention. Whoa, little doggy. Before we move on, acknowledging the chat, Quicksum, thank you so much for your donation. And they say, Xander, we love you. Welcome to the Never Too Late to Come Out Club.
Oh, thanks.
And another huge shout out to Heartbreaker with a donation of $69 because we are the Dragget Show. And with the quote, Alkali, your tears are just more booze. Thank you very much for your donations, everyone.
I don't know. I've been around you after 151 where your tears literally were booze.
I don't remember that night.
I'm aware.
Yeah, I know you're aware.
Oh, boy.
That's the other thing that I'll just leave it at that. Dance belts are made for people that don't have ginormous balls and don't have chronic epididymitis. I am physically, like, it will cause me actual harm and recovery. Yeah. I don't want to dwell on it because that is such a dysphoric topic. But
Y'all, just for those, I hope you guys are cool with it. I'm going to forward those donations to that. Any other donations we get, I'm going to forward to Sagamores. They need it more than I do. Apparently in Illinois, it might be covered by Medicaid. Fingers crossed. That's a long... I'm not even thinking about that right now. I haven't seen my gender therapist yet. That's Monday, so whatever. Right now, they need it more than I do. So yes. What? Anyway.
Make Draggor's inguinal canal big enough.
I like it.
Oh my God, I love you people so much.
So yeah, that's it. Anyway.
Oh, thank you. Alex is right. If you would like to donate, please donate to the Ko-fi. That will have less taken out by YouTube.
Yeah. That's
also, share it here if you do that.
Oh, yeah.
We want to know.
Absolutely. Please do.
Yeah. I wish there was a way to... I don't know how to automate that shit. I'm not that good.
There might not even be an easy way.
Oh,
We
no.
just spent 2 days getting 4 microphones to work. Going straight through coffee and showing up on the screen is just outside of our pay grade, which, by the way, Miko and Xander, thank you so much for setting up the new setup. How's everyone liking everyone having their own individual microphone?
Wonderful.
Yeah, no,
I will say
it's
one
great.
thing, though. I have one complaint. We planned this whole time. We didn't realize what time it would become. Look at your watch.
Shit.
Right?
Hell.
Well,
Right?
I have this unlabeled bottle since my lungs are stupid. So
I mean,
at some point, you three are. You all can tell me when I eat one of these
that's fair.
because I can't do anything
Oh
else.
dear God. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just saw the number on
I'm
that.
just saying,
Little
we got
later.
to pop and everything. We should have.
We didn't think it out. We'll think
All
about
right,
it next time.
definitely.
We go, yes.
The fucking invisible bong, if you will. We have a green screen bong. And it's really neat.
From Pepper, vaping intensifies.
That I did, and that's why I can't do that today.
I'm glad he messaged because I wanted to give Pepper a shout out for kind of leading us through some of these new sound changes and
Yes,
helping
thank
us
you.
with the sound testing. That was great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, dude.
It sounds so much better. It does. It's really cool.
We got onto a game stream last night to test all this. And one of the first things, not a game stream, but just a game with our friends. And one of the first things Pepper says, oh, good, I can hear all of you. That's not normal. I'm like, oh, shit.
Also, hi, Ozzy Snack.
Hey.
Snacks.
Oh, boy.
Happy Friday to you as well.
We have Patreon questions to do.
That's right.
People give us $10 a month on Patreon. Thank you so much, people.
Thank you so much for all the Patreon
Yes.
support, everyone.
Here's who went. Skylar.
Hello,
Hey,
Skylar.
It's time to do a capitalism and make up a new holiday. What is the holiday? When is it? And how do you celebrate it? New holiday time.
All right, so hold on. 8 then 40 minus 32 be 8.
April
So
can use a
on
holiday.
September 8th.
Oh,
September 8th is the holiday.
all right.
It's where you smoke 2 bombs because it's 420 times 2.
I like it.
And I don't mean like one after another. We don't want to mess this up. So for this holiday, it's very specific. It celebrates Saint Canna.
St. Canna.
Saint Canna. He was from the town of Biss.
Of course.
So in order to celebrate this day, the first thing you do is earlier in the year, you go out and you learn glass blowing, as is the tradition in the traditional blissful sense of the term. So after you learn to blow glass, you then make the equivalency of a hookah, but for weed, a wookah, if you will. So you listen to that song, wookah. No, that's not the right song.
No, but you did.
Wooka,
Yeah, that's it.
Ooga,
that was right.
Ooga,
That was it.
Ooga,
Oh, that's
ooga,
where he's
ooga.
going.
Legitimately didn't know anyone would get that. I was kind of losing it there.
I mean,
I know
we've
you
all
like-
watched Quentin Tarantino.
You like Guardian of the Galaxy.
Fair point.
Also that.
Raccoons.
So you build
raccoons.
raccoons.
What?
You build a wookah with 8 noozles on it. You have to call them noozles in this one because, dragons. And because it's 420 times 2, you have 4 people, but each of them gets 2. And then you do your best impression of the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. And then you do shrooms, but that's a whole different holiday. That's the next day. Every day is drugs.
Every day is drugs is a good.
That's
day
been
is-
my lockdown.
Is that like the thing you hit on the wall? Like, yeah, every day is drugs. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
No, that's it. We have it. Advent calendar leading up to 840, each day with a different drug.
The edible
I was gonna
advent
say-
calendar, please.
Each day with a different nug.
Yeah.
On the first day of weeds, Miss My True Love gave to me a capsule of pure THC.
Jesus Christ. On the second day of
Weedsmith.
weeds, my dealer gave to me
Yeah.
meth.
Holy shit!
I mean,
the
you went
second
hard. It
day just kills you.
2 lines of coke.
And a capsule of THC.
Oh my god.
All right, we have to write this for April 20th.
Okay. Yeah, no, if you got a third. If you got a third.
I don't. I just love it so much. I was going. Oh, that's good.
Here's the problem with this. Let's say we do turn this into an actual bit, like we do the 12 Days of Weedsmas. You do realize that then the number 2 and number 3 video on our channel is going to be the 12 Days of Christmas. We're a Christmas channel at that point.
Damn it, we're capitalists.
Well, no, you're only a Christmas channel as much as Michael Bublé is a Christmas song singer. It's just something you do around the season and then you get off it.
It's
That's
so
fair.
lucrative. Hey, we took it to the bank. It's our most popular thing.
Nope.
The 12 Days of Firmus.
Second most popular.
What?
One thing beat it because of stupid networking. I hate how well that works.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
What?
There was a time when we were looking for more things to do on a stream. You guys might remember this time in our lives where free time was a thing. And we played Drinkapalooza.
Oh, God, yes.
We played Drinkapalooza because I was at Gen Con running Nero. I went into the dealer's den, and the gentleman who had created the game was there. We got to talking. He found out I had a show. He gave me a card, and he gave us a free copy of the game to try. That video has like, 15,000 views because of networking. I feel dirty.
So you're saying you don't want a lot of viewers because that's how YouTube works.
Yeah.
You get lucky.
We basically
You find the
made
right
them
thing.
a commercial.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
yeah.
I
told
feel
you, we're
dirty.
capitalists. Or we're pawns in capitalism.
We got it. We were paid an exposure. That sucks. Oh, well.
You know, it's really weird. Everyone talks about how exposure is such a good thing, but one person in a trench coat and then the cops are called.
I don't know if we did anything by I don't know if we solved any social justice in the world by
That's good, Draggor.
doing a game show with our friends for a bunch of dumbasses. So I don't know. Yeah, I gotta think better about what monkey dance we do for who. What? That's fair, right? Yeah,
It's true.
yeah. You get it. What?
Heartbreaker, you're amazing.
Someone says, Draggor, you still nailed being Robbie Sinclair. I guess to be clear, I am still going to cosplay as
Oh,
Spider-Man
thank you.
and Robbie, and I will not in any way care. Like, I have no issue playing a character that is either male or... We'll see what I go with, but there's some female presenting characters that I'm very interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I am going to cosplay as Zan from Farscape before I die.
I think we've both said how much we loved the shit out of Annie Lennox.
Yes.
Growing up,
Yes.
David Bowie,
Absolutely.
very much identified with stuff like that. Absolutely. Gozer.
Yes.
Yeah, wanted to kill humanity.
Oh,
I mean, some days you're just like, I want to have a couple dogs and kill Dan Aykroyd. So, well, and with lightning hands.
And Ghostbusters,
What?
while they were smarmy and everything, their whole thing was, how can we exploit capitalism for our personal gain? That's the EPA was the enemy.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That movie's so 80s, it hurts.
I just feel like you guys are overstepping. I don't need that much. I just want a moment in time that I could make a peanut butter sandwich, think this needs more, hold it out the window, and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man explodes and finishes my PB&J and marshmallow. The little things, man. The little things.
Absolutely. God.
All right.
That was the weirdest COVID food I never expected. I think Fox and Moore got on it when he lived here. Fucking got me on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Hey, Xander, you want a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I don't know, Fox. Do you fucking want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Is that what you're fucking trying to say, Fox and Moore?
But it was never that. It was always the toasted ones. And it wasn't, do you want? It was, you know what sounds really good right now?
You know what sounds really good right now? Oh, some fucking weed and some fucking peanut. Oh, sorry. All right.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Comedy has to come from somewhere. If you guys were at Anthrocon 2018, there was a reason I did the entire melting peanut butter bit. I found out you can toast PB&J sandwiches. It was a life-changing experience. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Alkali.
Yes, my friend.
Okay, so let's say, just what if,
Okay.
PVC pipe,
Yes.
and if you were to put marshmallows in it,
Yes.
and you had a segment of that, like inside a microwave, it would go through the PVC pipe.
Yeah.
So you can get used shitty microwaves for cheap. So if you actually were to like cut a hole in the sides of the microwave and put your potato cannon PVC pipe. Then you have the marshmallows in there, and then in the back you have like the hairspray or whatever. You can actually turn on the microwave, melt the marshmallow, ignite it, and shotgun blast it through the cannon onto your sandwich.
What the fuck?
On the next Cooking with Alkali, we burned down my goddamn house.
You need a bigger budget.
No, that's the whole point.
Okay.
PVC, you've got the Home Depot right over there. That's a couple of bucks. A shitty microwave no one wants. You
Yeah.
can get those for free.
Yeah. Where's the fire station?
You do it outside. Run an extension cord.
All right.
I mean, we could just heat it from the outside. We don't need to like microwave it.
All right.
Look, part of the reason this
We can
works
keep
is
the
it
whole
looks
barrel.
like goo shooting out of a barrel.
I know. Well, no, exactly.
I'm used
That's
to
what'll
that.
happen.
I like the idea that your idea is just set fire to the barrel. I'm liking that we don't have a lot of trash afterwards then.
No, I have this drawn out in my head. Let's talk later. This is going to be fun.
If I see you touch the graph paper again, the last time you did that, people
Xander, you said we
died.
need PVC, right?
Yeah, we do.
we do for the curtain.
Gotta make a salmon cannon for no reason. What? Who doesn't want to make a salmon cannon in their lives?
I've seen those videos a whole bunch, and like the thing that weirds me out every time is that material looks like a really thick condom.
Fuck.
It does. The material that tube is made out of. I'm
That's amazing. No, that's legit. That's amazing.
The salmon cannon brought to you by Trojan.
Salmon Man.
What the fuck?
so capitalism holidays though.
Oh, right. Capital is good.
Now I'm
good
thinking
memory.
about something coming fish. Fuck you, Miko.
All I
That
know
just
is
sounds
Lizard
painful.
Lars drew
Sam-
some great fish pun porn.
Oh Jesus. Christ.
Just don't look up milt. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Besides, it would destroy anyone. There's only one thing there's only one fish you could possibly come, and that's a sperm whale. And I already know it's not a fish, but the joke worked, so I kept it.
Ow.
Hey, to be clear,
That'd be
there
like-
is a fish that can come.
What's that?
Grouper.
God damn it.
That would be like coming a sperm whale would be like passing a stone. At least. What?
It's like passing a mountain. What are you?
And he just comes out and is like, no. Hello, I'm sorry. I did not mean to cause you pain.
I mean, I've seen
you
that
feel about
macro
bad?
porn art where it's literally that. I'm sorry I ruined your building.
Oh my god.
It's not the sperm whale's fault how they were born. It was just in your pee hole.
Or that they were sexually attracted to penetrating buildings. I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
Not the sperm whale's fault.
Not the sperm
That's
whale's fault.
genetics.
I want to know how many city stomping fetish furs are also anti-capitalist.
Godzilla, fuck yeah. You're like, yeah! Yes! Some
can
on the
see
Target.
it going
Burn the
either way.
Walmart. Yeah, Godzilla.
I can really see it going either way because either you're like you're pushing the whole we need to learn how to build these faster or how to protect them like capitalism thing, or you're just destroying buildings. Heck you, capitalism. Get fricked.
Hold on. Is that your holiday? Is it macro day?
Well, not mine. I'm small, and I like being small, but not micro.
Just wait, the Godzilla movie comes out and he starts a union in the movie. It's like, whoa! Godzilla's woke!
Mothra,
Like,
let's
well-
not fight. We have to form a union.
And King Kong is the asshole capitalist. Right? Gotta climb the corporate ladder. Climbs up the building. I'm the King Kong. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, but the
give me a
sad-
fucking crown. Yeah.
The sad part is, in this one, the reasons the voices are out of sync is because the voice. Darn, lost it.
Okay. I'll save you.
Thank you.
He has Trump's voice.
That's the
I'm
reason.
King Kong. Kneel before me. Oh shit, it's Godzilla. You're from Japan. I don't like that.
You know where he lives?
What?
Dull Island.
Why do you have so much less COVID than us? Makes no sense.
My God.
Okay, holiday. Capitalist holiday.
Capitalist holiday. We do
Capitalist
need-
holiday.
Yeah, we forgot the question.
Cosplay day. because it requires spending money for the most part.
Oh,
I mean, it doesn't.
Halloween.
You can just, but you have to like
Yeah.
get resources or something.
Yeah,
I want to change the name of your holiday if you don't mind.
Okay.
Bring yourself to work day.
Hell yeah.
You have to dress up the way you want to, and you still got to go to work because this is a capitalist holiday, right? Bring
And
yourself to work.
well, and what's a key part of capitalism?
What's that?
Conformity. So if you don't participate in this, everyone who's costumed up is obligated to call you a mundane or a normie. Like you're in a meeting and the team lead who didn't dress up is going to suggest something. We're going to listen to this normie, huh?
So basically, the whole St. Patrick's Day get pinched if you're not wearing green thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm still on the whole fact that you opened my mind that we're having children celebrate St. Patrick's Day, not teaching them what it's actually about. Just you wear green and you know your parents are going out tonight.
Holy shit! Oh my God, you're right.
Why are kids celebrating St. Patrick's Day if we're not teaching them what it's actually about?
Holy shit!
Billy gets flashbacks when Dad starts wearing green. Like, oh no, fuck!
Oh my God!
Trashed.
We're really bad at this.
Fuck.
Mom's kisses are gonna taste like the seat of a toilet tonight.
Oh no.
Why do you know what? Never mind.
Green means puke. Oh, no.
My capitalist holiday is St. Patrick's Day, March 15th. Yeah, which I think is actually the same day. Maybe I could be wrong.
Maybe.
But no, it's exactly that. It's what we celebrate St. Patrick's Day as. I know it's not what I actually want, but it fits so well, and I can't think of an answer for the question.
I think that's good enough. Honestly, that's
Fair.
That's
Fair.
the money's worth.
Is there a
I'd say.
cheese-based holiday yet?
Wisconsin?
That is a place.
I'm going to the place of the representative from Wisconsin.
The representative from
ambassador.
Wisconsin has the floor.
I love this.
I mean, fuck. I don't know.
I don't know. Do we have a cheese day? I think in Wisconsin the bigger one is still Oktoberfest. But
All right.
Oktoberfest has a lot of cheese. I thought that was beer.
yes,
And cheese.
Understood.
beer and cheese.
Beer, cheese,
Soup.
sausage, sauerkraut.
Mm-hmm.
They put it all in the same soup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, really
I'm feeling
quick. We'll
fat.
talk about it more later. But at this point, at the stage in First Squared is our cheese-based holiday. Yes, thank you, Silence. Yeah,
Thank you.
Oh my god.
we're in 2 weeks. We'll talk about it more later. But I'm in full-on freak-out mode because we're still doing a virtual event, and it's the same amount of stress, which is bullshit, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's the same amount of stress, but I don't get beer cheese soup.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If I remember correctly, you are here for First Squared, right?
Yes. Can we make beer cheese
For
soup?
you, I will make a vegetarian beer cheese soup.
Yeah.
All right, that is the Cooking with Alkali video. And speaking of Cooking with Alkali, everyone,
Is it not usually vegetarian?
beer cheese soup would probably, and this is a guess, the way I'm picturing it in my head, there would still be a fat added to it, and I would go full vegetarian for him. I'm going to quick shout this out because we were just talking about it. If you are enjoying yourselves, if this is something you would like to see more of, please click the like and subscribe at the bottom and the alert. That will also help you see the other videos we put out. Tomorrow we will be posting our Valentine's Day video, the Decadent Chocolate Cake. I highly recommend trying this one. This is a fun video. But yes, it is our Valentine's Day video. The Decadent Chocolate Cake will be out tomorrow. Thank you so much for everyone who supports us by literally scrolling your mouse slightly lower and clicking the like and subscribe. It's really nice of you. That's not facetious.
And by the way, the decadent chocolate cake raspberry thing is also really, really good.
I was just gonna say,
I was gonna say, you forgot that
I was
part.
imagining it in my head, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
the Homer thing. Oh,
So
I am going to have Mouse tell you how good this cake is by having him answer a question. Mouse, do we have any rules for this cake? If you remember, we were pretty high when we came up with the rule. When am I allowed to make it?
only when we have company.
And what will happen with the cake as the company leaves?
They have to take it.
oh my god.
I'm really looking forward. raspberry and dark chocolate is my favorite fruit and chocolate combination.
This might go up as my easiest and most it's literally it earned the name Chocolate Decadence. Holy
Had a lot of really good ones.
No. You'll see. So thank you everyone who supports us and just literally thanks everyone for being here right now. This is man, this is a great way to start a weekend. I'll be honest with you. I've got multiple bottles of booze. I've got really good friends and mates. Plural? Sure, that happened. You're
Whatever.
plural now. Oh yeah, you're. What
If
is
you
that
ever
one?
found someone, I'm open to shit. I mean, like, like, you said it.
Oh, we're talking about this now. They're
it's-
talking
I
about
don't
this
even know
now.
what he's
I
talking
love
about.
you more than life itself.
I don't even know what
you are just
considering.
amazing.
And if you know somebody, tell me later. But I don't. Anyway,
Xander,
what?
That would be a sin.
Oh no, Catholics!
Oh,
They're gonna
I'll
kill
remind
us.
you later what
oh
that
my god, I'm
meant.
gonna have so many people after me now. It's crazy. Well, that's the thing. I'm ready. That's a different thing.
I'm always ready. Riverside
Unwanted
Wings, thank you
attention.
so much for
Yay.
following.
Anyway, attention's attention, and whatever. We have questions.
We did one. We've
We
gotten
did
through
one fucking question.
It's been
Good work.
Yeah, not bad.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta stop drinking the straight tequila. Which, by the way, if anyone would like to try
Drink the
this-
gay
Oh,
tequila.
what is everyone drinking? Holy shit! I forgot
Bloody
to ask
Marys.
that. Xander, how's
The
your Bloody
best.
Mary?
The best.
You enjoying it?
Yeah.
Xander has a nearly from scratch Bloody Mary that I spent way too much time figuring out how to get the spice in there because we're out of Tabasco. I'm
What
so
the fuck
sorry.
did you like invent spice?
Oh.
I emulsified some red pepper.
Jesus Christ. It's almost wrong. Anyway, thank you.
Tyro's drinking some water. Dragger, what are you drinking? I know we already said it, but just do it.
The Balvenie single barrel sherry cask, aged 15 years.
I have, this is one, I believe this was a gift from Martini Soft and Avon. Thank you guys very much. A bottle of tequila, very well aged. Oh my God, it's delicious. And of course, I have my Cabo Wabo and soda water. Miko, you're drinking something interesting.
Empty
delicious.
bottle party.
Empty bottle party.
No, Patron XO and Coke Zero.
And could you tell everyone how you got to that drink, what an empty bottle party is?
I was being incredibly indecisive about what I wanted to drink. So I said, okay, empty bottle party, and picked the first nearly empty bottle I could find and dumped it in here.
It's my favorite party.
So one of the more like earlier on, why did I say it like earlier on in
Oh,
the
I just realized I was like sitting
pandemic.
off camera over here. Sorry.
Early in the pandemic, I decided like, I have too many booze bottles. Let's just kill them off.
Mm-hmm.
But like there wasn't much left in them, but there was more. So I had 7 near empty bottles of varying ABV whiskeys.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the worst hangovers I have ever had recently and ever was I thought I was like, empty bottles. Let's just, there's not that much more. Kill it.
Mm-hmm.
I had what I thought was 3 drinks, which clearly amounted to 6.
Oh no!
Because I just wanted the bottles gone. I'm like, I hate that this is here. Let's just get rid of it. This isn't that much. This isn't that much. This isn't that much. And I wake up the next morning. That was a mistake.
Waking up the next morning was a mistake?
Well, yeah. It's called a hangover. If you can sleep off a hangover, that is the
That's-
preferred way.
That's fair. You know, listening to you describe you trying to clear off your shelves and clear bottles makes me realize how awful of an influence I've been on you. Because I just thought of something. So back in the olden times, when you moved in, you brought this shelving unit that just had a bunch of cubby holes in it, and we filled that to the brim with booze, including booze on the top. And right now, the bottom 2 cubbies of it are soda.
Yeah.
Mixers. So
Yeah.
we're getting there. Then you brought a dresser, and I filled that with weed paraphernalia. Then you brought that table that's downstairs that I use for let voice trail off here so that everyone thinks the microphone went dead.
And similarly, the table over on the end.
Oh, that's the weed table.
Xander,
Well,
if
yeah.
you bring us furniture, drugs happen.
They do. Furniture equals drugs. I like this.
So we've been in the market for a love seat for quite some time because right now you can't see it, but we are
I will not find drugs in that love seat.
You say that.
I will not. I'm not saying that I will not see something there, but I sure won't find anything there. I don't know how I'm not a good mother, but I'm trying to read between the lines here.
I'm understandable. Here's what I think we do just to make us all happy. You won't find drugs in it. It will be the drugs. I'm going to get a hemp couch.
My God.
Couch. So if the garage burns down, which we all know will happen.
With a pillow made out of pizza. What? It's like you don't have to do anything. You just sit there, you smoke your weed, you eat your pizza, you die. You're good. No, sorry.
I watched you. It was probably last year, close to Valentine's Day. I put a mint melt-away on his pillow to the side of his head and gently woke him up. And when he realized what was going on, this, I don't know, sociopath or genius, they're going to be interchangeable in this example, turned slightly to the side, shifting the pillow, causing the slope of the pillow to increase, and the mint fell into his mouth, and then he just closed his eyes. And I've never been more impressed or in love.
If you want to go down a YouTube rabbit hole, it's primarily dogs, but there are other critters, and it's basically the theme of videos: waking up your pet with treats.
Oh my God. Well, Alkali's played that game.
Wait, is this a whole channel or just like just general video?
Okay, so you know how the YouTube algorithm works? If you see one thing that is outside your current algorithm and you watch it through to completion, your recommendations are just that. So I made a mistake one day, and I'm like, "What's this?" And it was titled like chicken ocular reflex.
Yeah.
And what that means is chickens have this gland and like thing in their brains that it basically allows their heads to be a steady cam. Mm-hmm. And so you hold the chicken and you move the chicken around, but the head stays in the same spot. And so if you watch one video of that, the rest of your recommendations is chicken shit.
Oh my God. I hate you.
I mean, I hope it's not
Draggor.
chicken shit, but
Did you just want to say that?
Yes, he did.
But to be clear, that is literally what happened.
Oh,
I
no,
did
absolutely.
click a chicken video.
that's
so much
why I'm
bird
on Red
stuff.
Panda YouTube now.
Yeah.
Lots of cute Red Panda videos.
There are many.
There's so much weird stuff on YouTube.
Okay. All right. I'm a patron.
Oh, yes, you are.
All right. Miko just made me think of a question.
Go for it.
Oh boy.
The best Red Panda videos are red pandas versus pumpkins. So how would each of you fight a pumpkin?
Oh my God.
I don't need to fight the pumpkin. Pumpkins are always off guard. Everyone carves them with those big old smiles. They never expect the fork. And then I make a pie.
I don't know where I don't know what my solution to the pumpkin will be, but I do know that it'll probably start in 1979.
What? I'm confused. Am I missing something?
I mean, the best way to destroy a pumpkin is probably smashing it.
Damn it.
Slow clap on leg. Slow clap on leg. That was great. Well played.
I will run to the other pumpkins for protection. I think they'll have my back. They're like, what the fuck's with this pumpkin?
Charlie Brown runs with that crew.
Yeah, what the fuck is with this pumpkin?
Look, we all know one of the great things to do with pumpkins is eat them. And in that case, if I were to fight a pumpkin, it would still win. I'd roll a 1 and I would gourd myself. I'm very happy right now.
You should be. I'm so jealous. That was brilliant.
God.
And if Pepper is out there, one cheese pun.
I was trying to think of pumpkin puns, but then I just hate you too much, so never mind. Let's move on. Because we have questions. We have people who paid money. Oh, you did too.
That's the whole premise of this thing.
Oh, you did too. Fuck. Oh my
Never mind.
god.
That's fair. How would I fight a pumpkin?
It's kind of like, staffing at a convention. You're not important anymore. You're stuck with us.
You fulfill your purpose. Get the fuck out.
Oh, wow. I love you guys. Oh my god. You guys carved me up. Oh my god.
Yay!
Seed you later.
Oh, cheers.
Heyo.
All right. Were we in the middle of a question when that happened?
Yeah, we got stuck on that winding vine.
Capitalism thing, and then
No,
what's the second
capitalism
one?
happened. What was the second question? I want to say
I was
that
about
got
to
lost.
say it, but I never got.
Oh, that's
we got to pumpkins.
that's right.
Second question was pumpkins.
Second question was
Third
the
question, that
third
was-
question.
I patched that question.
That
in.
was the second patron question.
You're winning. You're winning, and I hate you.
Third question. Hi, Ragday.
Hey, Regda.
Hello.
You have one chance to make a normally one. You have one chance to make a normally only wired device made wireless for easier convenience. Which do you choose?
Car.
How is a car wired?
There's a ton of stuff inside the car. I don't want any of that. I want all that to sit inside my house while I get into a chair. That chair should just go, and then when people look over at me, like, what the hell's going on here? It's just chair. I'm just in
Dutch
chair.
Car chair thing?
No, who's going to cut off chair? I'd be terrified of chair. Would you be terrified of chair? Chair is going down the highway. Are you going to cut him off chair? Are you going to cut off chair? Do you cut off chair? I mean, you can't see chair, but you wouldn't cut off chair.
Yeah, no.
So car.
Car.
I want
Car
a
chair?
wireless car.
I think that's a car chair is a car.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
you know
Like,
what cuts
I-
off chair?
What
What's
is a
that?
car than a
Love you.
Hemp.
what is a car than a big dangerous chair you sit in that goes vroom? I mean, look, it
Fair.
really is. It's like a wheelchair is just like cars for people who need them. So, what? What?
Alejandro, does chair have brakes? Chair doesn't need brakes. Chair has inclines.
Chair slows
has
down for no one.
Chair just go.
I'm just saying everyone's
Chair
in
go burr.
chairs. Everybody's in chairs all the time. And we don't realize it. Bitch, you're in a chair, truck driver. Chair life.
Chair life.
Yeah. Chair life. Why be chair? Why not stand? Why not lie down? We need other ways to work.
I'm in chair all
Yeah.
night, hands glued to the wheel.
Why can't we just do aerobics when we're doing our fucking jobs half the time? Like, if it's possible, you get your cardio.
Because then you're gonna kick the computer under your feet.
Standing desks are good.
They are.
Yeah. You
That's
gotta
fair.
switch it up. I have a kneeling desk too. I
Okay.
sometimes do that. It's nice. I feel like you're a monk.
While everyone's thinking of their answer, speaking of a standing desk, you are able at my job to get a standing desk at work, and nothing was funnier than watching a gentleman who just go by the name of John be in the middle of an order. You stop for no one. This is what the bucket is for. Like when you're busy, you don't stop. So you stop for no one. He's at a standing desk. And it started to go down, and I watched the fucker while just laughing maniacally try to type while his entire world shrunk by about a foot a second. Just perfect. He got the order in too. It was actually super impressive.
Yeah,
So I don't really know. Like everything I could think of by default is already wireless. So
I
and
was
then
just
I'm
saying,
like, okay,
yeah.
there's
Right?
guitars
Yeah.
over there. So I was gonna say, what's a wireless guitar? I'm like, damn it, that's a theremin. So I still don't have an answer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and wireless guitar receivers are already a thing.
You're an alien. You gotta play a theremin. Come on. It's come on. It's
true.
It's like, come on. It's perfect. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Anyway, sorry.
Walking desks?
Yeah, you
This-
put a treadmill at your standing desk.
Walking desks. I love
I
it.
would die.
There is
No, walk through the stocks. Stonk walk. You got your
Stonk
stonk
walk.
walk on. Trading the stonks, going for walk.
And the best part is, if you do
Wonk.
it pantsless, if you elevate it just
Stop
enough,
wonk.
you can have a bucket at the end of the treadmill, and then you really don't have to leave.
I'm going to be needing your help with diagrams. As we've
on.
already determined in the show, you're very good at diagrams. We need the walking, standing,
Long
pissing
stonk.
desk.
We definitely need a squeegee at the top of it to
Yes.
catch the pee that's going to come back
No,
through.
no, you're thinking liquids.
Stonk wonk.
Well, no. That's just for what gets stuck on the track all the way through. The rest will be a dump off at the end. You know, like a grease trap.
Like a grease trap?
Like a grease trap. You've had an electric girdle before, right?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Just a little tray.
Oh my god.
Look, if Samuel Tarley can take out those big old chamber pots, like we're in the 21st century, we could be a little more sanitary about it.
It's tapped, absolutely. I like the idea that once again everything is increased by making all the streets conveyor belts. We've gone through this before. We don't need streets. Everything conveyor belts. A little offshoot for shit now,
I just want
apparently.
everything to be factorial.
I do want everything to be factorial.
I get it.
Wireless bungee jumping.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's called suicide.
I was struggling. I was legitimately struggling with the idea of what isn't wireless anymore. Like, yeah, I can make the vacuum wireless, but like,
You know what's hysterical about
That's
that?
really
I
good.
just recently watched an episode of Farscape that basically was that.
But suicide?
There is a voice-activated catch net where if you hit the right frequency, you plummet down, and then it catches you, and then you get to drop off.
I want to go to there.
All right. Let's really let's expound on this.
All right.
It's death-defying. It's risky.
go
That's the
zero.
reason why you do bungee jumping, skydiving, because of that risk, that thrill, right? So what happens when technology gets to the point that a bungee cord is 100% effective? It's robotic. It will never do the horrible wraparound. You will 100% be able to bungee jump and survive. Does that satisfy the death-defying? Do you give them the wireless cord? At this point, that has to exist.
Do you enjoy VR?
I love VR.
Then yes. It will still be satisfying.
Fair point.
I want to do that. I didn't think about that.
VR bungee jumping?
Yeah.
VR bungee jumping would be cool.
Why not?
I did.
All right.
Remember? I accidentally VR bungee jumped.
Yeah, you did.
Windlands.
Which one?
Windlands
Yeah,
will
that's
basically let you do that.
No
All right.
shit. Oh, that's the moving one. Yeah, you showed me a preview.
I don't know if y'all know this
Uh-oh.
about me or not, but a bucket list item of mine is I want to jump out of a plane with a parachute.
Same here.
Let's go.
Down?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We're recording it.
Really?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
We're recording it. I'm not gonna. I'm
I
gonna
believe
get
the
freak
standard
out.
is
I
your
can't believe
first
everybody
10
here wants
jumps
to do
have
it.
to be tandem jumps.
Yes.
That's true.
And then you have to like if you're taking classes the whole time, yes, but
What are
those
friends
10
about it?
have to be like part of a class if you want that
Tandem
to
jumps meaning like you are like strapped to and jumped with a professional.
Oh, is that what?
Like to go solo, you have like like scuba diving, you have to train and get like certified and allowed. Unless you pay a lot of money to.
Yeah. No, they're literally your backpack.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Interesting.
Whatever.
That's cool.
You're used to that.
Very interesting episode.
I was about to ask
One of my
who that
favorites.
was directed towards and then realized that doesn't matter.
Fuck. No, that sounds great. I just need to mention my favorite fucking
Oh my god, dear.
bungee jump video
Guys,
of all time.
jeez.
What?
If jumping off a plane without a parachute is on your bucket list, best leave it to last.
It's true.
Thank you, dear.
My favorite bungee jump video ever was Dennis Rodman. It shows him if celebrity stunts or something. He jumps out of a thing and he bungees and he comes back up. He goes, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh," and you hear, "Oh no, oh no." He's knocked the fuck out. He is knocked clean out.
Seriously?
Yes, you can look this up. It's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman got knocked the fuck out on a bungee jump.
That's
Hey, Xander,
amazing.
I know we talked about a movie to watch.
The comedic timing,
Oh, yeah,
impeccable.
absolutely.
Oh my god.
We talked about a movie to watch?
We did, but if y'all want to watch a bad movie,
No.
but do you know of the movie Double Team?
Oh, I do.
I know the porn double
It's
team.
got tigers and landmines and Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm
It stars Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman. And Jean-Claude Van Damme is so fucking short and Dennis Rodman is so fucking tall. Every scene where they're basically still, no joke, Van Damme is on a box.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That
And you
is
can like when you
fantastic.
see the scenes, even with the forced perspective camera trickery, you can see the proportions. He is on a box.
Okay, that's outstanding. Colby Pup, that's hysterical.
That's amazing.
It's a good time.
The porno also has all those items.
We have questions.
Next
Yes.
question. We're doing good. This is not bad. We got through 2 questions in an hour.
Oh my
well,
God.
3 because Draggor jumped in. So.
Takel,
Hello, Takel.
tell me a story about the college professor you hated the most.
I'll go.
Go.
I went to DePaul University, which is a Catholic university, and as I say, a lowercase c because they were private and they cared more about money than Catholicism.
Yep.
Although, to be clear, like the actual history of St. Vincent de Paul, despite the fact that I am very clearly an anti-theist, St. Vincent de Paul did a lot of work of like just straight up in the name of charity and doing good. So like as far as a religious-based college, that was a really good one. But I had a teacher that was doing a medieval history, not pure medieval, but one day started evangelizing the glory that was Emperor Constantine, because this teacher was a big C Catholic.
Ooh.
And is basically saying
greater
the spread
good.
of Christianity was the best thing in the world.
The greater good.
Yeah.
The greater
The
good.
greater
The greater
good.
good.
The greater
greater
good.
good.
That's some greater good shit there, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was not the only one in the class that were like, yeah, they murdered a lot of people for just different beliefs.
Fuck.
And myself and those people got worse grades.
The greater good.
The greater good.
The greater
That's
good.
fucked up. Ooh. I'll go next.
Go.
Yeah.
So my least favorite college professor was my econ teacher. This fucker who just was an asshole, and he would just joke about how many people failed his class. And he would sing, "Econ is better the second time around." Yeah, what a fuck, right?
What?
Yeah, and he prayed at the altar, and like almost every class was at the altar of who's the guy who ran the Fed, or he got
Greensburg?
Greenspan.
Greenspan.
He
Greenspan.
prayed at the
Alan Greenspan?
He prayed
Sorry.
at the altar of Greenspan. This is in like 2000 to 2001. Wow. When I was going to college. Okay, so like. Greenspan was his god, so I would love to know what he thought when he shit the bed in 2009.
Yeah, no shit. Right?
Right? Yeah. So like, right?
No, that perfectly rolls into mine.
Okay.
Because mine was, I got a barely passing grade in my English 103 class.
Nice.
Which was the whole, like, you take this class and you're done with English because you did well enough on the test that we don't think you need to take an English course. He barely passed me because I really think, and other professors in that college, in University of Wisconsin Stevens Point, also thought that was some of my best writing that I've ever done in defense of gay marriage.
Oh,
I understand.
I went into I wish I had the balls back then. I wish I had the balls to fucking just take him to court. Because
Oh, yeah.
no, he
yeah.
was literally failing me because he disagreed with me on the topic.
That's horrible.
And I was like, no, this isn't about this is a bad argument. You can have your counterpoints. Here is my layout. This is my paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to agree. The whole point is like making the argument using the agreed upon Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Very big.
But guess what's legal now, motherfucker?
The last laugh and the last A goes to Mouse. Cheers.
Just getting y'all some water if you need it.
So
pass me that.
mine goes to the calculus teacher my first year at NIU. You could have tested out with math courses in high school to jump right into calculus in college, and that's what I did. And then I met this teacher. Now I'm going to show you my first class that I had with him, and bear in mind this is not why I did not like him. Yes, when you have the number, you have to hug it in. Hug it in. You have to hug it in. You have to hug it. And he stood there telling us to hug it in a fairly good accent. Like you couldn't really tell you could tell all the words, but he still had this very strange. He couldn't say the letter P, so we had to explain to him that plugging it into a calculator. This was his whole class. He would tell you a theorem and then say, "Hug it into your calculator," and that was adorable. But the problem is his English was so poor he had trouble teaching the class, and he also only had one way of teaching. That was teach it once and then give you a test. The entire grade of the class was tests with a lean towards your final exam and your midterm. They were always a few questions, 10 questions. You've done calculus classes. You know how this one goes.
I have a math minor.
Exactly. Okay, then you know it.
Accidentally.
So literally tells you for the exam, bring in a notepad, and he give you the exam. Every problem you need to show your work. You're filling up pages and pages of notes. And I literally passed by the skin of my teeth. It did not go well, but I will never feel as bad as the people who have gone through the whole class, know that this is the test that matters, gets their final exam, sit down, read the 10 questions, and then just walk it up and throw it on his desk. There is a point. There's a point where you did not teach us enough material to answer the problems given, knowing that we need to get at least 6 right to pass your damn class.
The
It's
quick
not okay.
tag I'll give, the last hard I did, partial differential equations was one of like the top tier ones I did with like triple integrals and all that for anyone who knows what that means.
Fun times.
This was it was taught by the department head of math at DePaul, and this guy spoke 7 fucking languages. And so, but he was aware that, English was his 4th language. So he'd be on the first 2 weeks, basically where he'd be up there and going, and like, we understood, like we could see what he wrote as far as math equations, but the words he was saying, we're sitting there going, what is he saying? What is he saying? And someone goes, that thing means X. When he says it that way, it's X. And there was like at one point where we had such a huge breakthrough, like we all screamed in elation, and he stopped and turned and went, what? And so we stopped him and went, we understand now what you've been saying. When you say this in this accent, it means this. And like he had this breakthrough, goes, oh. And we took a class basically writing, because he'd switch between languages. Whichever one wasn't his own, he'd start in like one and move into others. Because he learned different parts of math in different languages.
Holy shit.
But here's where it went well. He took a week off of basically defining the translation matrix of what he slips into. And then we learned partial differential equations and not English.
Jesus.
Most of us passed.
Tap dancing Christ.
Because he worked with us. He knew it. He worked with us.
If they know, I mean, that's... then I'm going to throw this one out there just to put the other side. I'm going to say one of my favorite things I've ever seen, and that goes to Mr. Ophiar from St. Lawrence High School, an unbelievably brilliant man, had no business teaching at a high school. He should have been at a much higher level, and I will never forget him doing logarithms in his head, literally standing up there, drawing out the numbers while falling off the riser. He misstepped. He was going over the board, 1-step stage. You know how it goes in a physics lab.
yeah.
So 1-step stage, he's on the stage, and he's writing, and he's going, and he's going, and he reaches the end, and he doesn't see he's at the edge of the stage, and he missteps, and he starts to fall. He puts out his other hand and grabs hold of the box that holds the fire extinguisher to steady himself, and never stops writing on the goddamn chalkboard. The man was legitimately a savant with math in his head. I've never seen anything like it. He was absolutely brilliant, and I truly miss that insane person.
Awesome.
The quick thing that I do want to ask, and then when Miko comes back, I think there's more questions.
There's very much. Yeah.
But
We're still going.
Really quickly, make it like a 5-second story or what have you. I don't like harping on bad teachers anywhere, because overall teachers are like the most vital and good thing. So favorite teacher, or at least most impactful. And for me, that was Professor Joe Phillips at DePaul University. He basically, many years later, is the reason why I ultimately switched to vegetarianism. because I was talking with him one day. This guy is in it for teaching and doing programming and medical research. So he would do coding for medical research as like his thing when he wasn't teaching, and then also just fucking loved teaching. This guy is why I like fell in love with coding again. And his line, he had one line for why I became a vegetarian, and it was his, like, I asked him why he was a vegetarian. He's like, I won't kill anything with a nervous system.
Fair.
Like, he had the scientific answer for why he ethically didn't believe in it. And both making me love programming again, and then basically a milestone marker in my evolution of ethics. Professor Joe Phillips from DePaul University.
It's funny. I have a similar story about the one that stands out to me. One of my favorite teachers was, and I'll just say my favorite because I don't have that many teachers that really stand out in my mind, other than my mom, but blah.
Yeah, bias.
Exactly.
That's about you get. It's got to be.
That doesn't count. So I'm going to say this college professor who basically went on and saying was very big on confronting, hey, are you for this or that, growing like organs in vats and stuff? And someone said, it's not natural. It's like, well, what's natural? Like, we don't live in a natural world. You have glasses on your face. You got this and that. We do this. It was awesome at just deconstructing what is and what isn't natural. And that the fact that we as human beings are part of nature. And this is all natural. So that doesn't work. And he was awesome at breaking that shit down. So he was my favorite. That was really good.
That's very impactful.
That's super wonderful.
Oh, really good.
I'm going to have to, I unfortunately can't bring it down to one because it's all different aspects. Mrs. Barnes, which was 6th grade, for teaching me literally how wonderful after school activities could be. Oh my God. Getting me to stay after to start volunteering for that. Like, dude, by high school, I told you, my yearbook was intense. It's just like, oh, how many clubs are there? I will be part of those.
You kept it in a drawer.
What's up?
I thought you kept it in a drawer.
God damn it.
You were the club boy.
I was club boy, and I created a bunch too. So that comes from Mrs. Barnes.
Radio too. You did the radio announcements.
I was I did a radio show once a week in NIU for over a year.
Nice.
Fucking crazy. I'm jealous.
It was fun. Cool. So Mrs. Barnes got me into kind of extracurricular. Mrs. Cummings, just in general, 3rd grade teacher. I can still somehow remember her. She was just a ultra positive, super good influence that like obviously cared. Like, I was in 3rd grade, I can remember that, so I'm gonna go with that. Must be one of the most amazing things ever. And then this one just has a special place in my heart. Mr. Matthews, military history teacher at St. Lawrence High School, the first history teacher that ever just taught. Like, he didn't talk down to us. He didn't just say, here's a date and an occurrence, next topic. Like, he actually taught. So that one got me.
I think the camera's tilting more. It's falling. What the fuck
Isn't the camera falling?
It's not falling, it's tilting.
I bet you one of the legs isn't locked in and it's slowly losing.
Is that what's going on?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Oh,
No.
the back leg is off the table.
Found it.
Oh, no.
All right, guys.
Do we want me to touch it?
I got it.
Miko's got a...
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, we might lose everybody. This is exciting television.
Because I can reach it.
All right, we're going to give them the play-by-play. The demon and the mouse get to the camera and reach the hands behind the table where the announcer cannot see what's happening. The mouse has stopped the demon from attacking the camera with his talons.
Are we still all in?
Sit down and let's see.
I think we're still all in the shot.
If we're like, we're still... Why, is it like weird?
The back leg
It's one of those things
and is
where
held up by
It's
the
just
wall.
easier if I don't fix it right now.
I understand. Yep.
We're in the
This is fine. This is fine.
Yeah, so we'll be tilted for the rest of the fucking...
We're already tilted.
Just a little tilted. That's fine.
Questions,
No,
right?
wait, one
Better
more.
forfeit. Anyway.
We did get one asked in the middle because we were just talking about teachers. A teacher that influenced you. Can you remember any teacher that really left
My English teacher from high school, Mrs. Oslu. She was also our drama director or what have you. Did all the plays and musicals and stuff, and spent a lot of time with her. And her no shits given attitude towards life and things that you want to do in general really inspired me. Just kind of to like not. It's like that book we read, Xander, the subtle art of not giving a fuck.
Yes.
She
book.
definitely is a big proponent of that.
Okay,
One of my
last thing I
favorite
want to say
people.
before we move
That's
on.
really cool.
I recommend the subtle art or the art of not giving a fuck.
It's a really good book.
It's a wonderful book, and the way to me the reason why it's an advice book in a sense, but the art of the book of how the language changes as the book goes on is what is most long lasting with me. The construction of the language and how it evolves from start to finish as a parallel for the message it's trying to send is astounding. It is so well done.
Yeah, that's cool. I actually have it on audio. I listened through it, so yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
Very cool.
I don't want. It ruins it to explain what happens with it, but like there's more to. It's not just.
It's solid. I like it.
Is it weird to say that you can spoil a self-help book?
Yes, but I think it's true in this case.
I know what you mean because I read that book and boy, it's really good, especially in the way that it tells everything.
Yes.
But like, that's such a weird concept to me.
I get you.
And really quick, we're going to answer the question that came up. Skylar, the painting is going to come on a different show. We didn't feel this was the right time to do that.
No.
We're already doing too many announcements on the show. Speaking of announcements on the show, to answer the first part of your question second, Xander, could you please once again tell us who we're coffeeing for?
Yes, the Ko-fi is for Segar Morris. They are a non-binary person who's trans and needs funding for their surgery and is crowdfunding that on their birthday because we live in hell world and you need to crowdfund for your care. So that's how that works. And I'm guessing my care might be covered by Medicaid, but that's to be seen. But for the meantime, let's put it where it needs. So that's that. So that's what that's all about.
So I will finish off this question that we had with one of my all-time favorite, and this one's definitely an anecdote. I have nothing but respect for this person. She had a very rough time at the high school, and she was amazing, and she was so strong. And Mrs. Gart, you were so phenomenal. I ran the St. Lawrence Improv Troupe, and in my sophomore year, I basically went to the governing staff of the school, however the fuck you say that, the teachers who are allowed to make decisions, and said, I am starting this group. We need some place to perform. Where can we go? And they gave us a room, and since I already had access through the library, I already had a key, and then they forgot about us. So we were an unsupervised group of improvers that literally played the game. If you've ever been to a convention and seen me run Whose Line Is It Anyway, the basis for that show, how it is run now in the last especially 5-6 years, all stems from how we used to run improv troupe. That's all we did. We just all got together and played these improv games. Well, one day we thought it'd be really fun, since I was also on yearbook committee, to put out an advertisement in the yearbook for the improv troupe. So to do that, we had our friends stand behind us while we all stood at urinals, facing slightly askew, waving at the camera with the caption, St. Lawrence Improv Troupe, we're not number 2. And we got into so much trouble. We got into so much trouble. So all of a sudden, this group that was run by me needed a chaperone. Now, every group needed a chaperone, but when the school came to us, like, who approved this? Who is watching you? And I said, me. And Dean Shaw looked at me and was like, no, the teacher. And I said, me. And he was like, shit. And he actually swore literally, like, I was so proud of it because I wasn't in trouble. He's like, we made a mistake. I'm like, yeah, but you're cool with it, right? He's like, yeah. Well, they said I needed to find a teacher chaperone, and the first person I went to is our unbelievable Spanish teacher, Mrs. Gart, this wonderful, shy, beautiful individual who I said, this is the situation and this is what I need, and all you have to do is sign a piece of paper and I will never tell anyone you didn't show up. And she goes, oh, thank God. Mrs. Gart, you trusted a bunch of young teens to hang out together in an empty room after school performing a bunch of improv bits, and I know at least 3 of them lost their virginity that year. Cheers, you are amazing.
Oh my god.
Questions?
Yes, questions. Question is from Zima.
Hello, Zima.
Zima the Wolf.
Zima's a sweetheart.
Yes, absolutely. What is one thing that you grew up believing was normal before finding out it wasn't?
Capitalism.
Me. What? Well, that works too.
Wait, what was the question?
Holy shit!
What is something you grew up believing was normal and then you learned wasn't? Gestures at everything.
There you go. Yeah.
A lot of banking information from my family.
I thought you meant recently about that thing.
Oh, that too. Like, just in general, how to handle money, because my parents skew towards the elderly side. We're not going to get into that. My parents are much older than most parents should be, so they were still fresh.
Wait. Should be?
I stand by my statement. So their idea of managing money was still birthed out of the Great Depression. They weren't part of that, but they were still brought up on that.
They were the children of that, right?
Yeah, so it got very awkward when I had to explain to them. It's like, no, credit cards do not just immediately make you poor. Credit scores are something that you need. No, I'm not just paying cash outright for my house.
Credit scores were created in 1989.
Wait, really?
Yes.
No shit. Oh, wow. That explains why they didn't understand those.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about Onyx. We'll get to it. Anyone else?
Yes. A second.
Alejandro taking yours.
Do that,
smoking
you
indoors. Do you guys remember that one?
What?
Smoking indoors.
I'm an asthmatic. I'm glad it's gone.
Super glad.
Yeah, no, my parents. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's my dad.
Then they had kids and learned that every single one of us had like sensitive sinuses and that sort of thing. So it was either smoking or sufedrin, one or the other.
What did they choose?
Sufedrin.
Okay. Xander? You did say just everything and you.
Me and like, well, here's the thing. I thought my parents were normal, and I found they weren't normal, and like my parents expected virginity before marriage. I'm like, oh, that's not normal, and like, normal's a weird fucking word, isn't it? Like, no one's. What the fuck is normal anymore?
I was thinking about that when the question was asked. I was like, well, I didn't think. Oh wait, no, it's not that that's not normal. It's that that's not right, but it is normal.
Everyone grew up in a weird situation. We grew up in weird suburbia and like. I don't know.
A lot of the things still carry over because Midwestern stuff. I've especially been learning talking to Moose, who is not in the Midwest, and has a much more straightforward way of dealing with things. We talked about like your parents, my parents, are everybody that we know, like the Midwestern quietness thing.
I call it the soft depression because like it's this weird. You're not supposed to disturb the peace in the Midwest. That is the ultimate sin.
I believe the actual term is called the Midwest chill.
Oh.
There's a term.
I did not know that. That makes sense.
I do apologize for interrupting. I hate to change the topic because it's a good one. Lynn says, I believe somebody's in the hospital right now not giving birth, but with somebody who's giving birth to twins. Lynn says, that's what's going on? I think a message went past.
It did.
There might be births going on right now. New lives are coming into this world.
Wow. On stream.
Hive mind drink.
Fair. Or onto shirt. How's that?
All right.
Cheers and congratulations. Thank you for joining us at the show.
Congrats.
And to anyone at the hospital who's listening, we're sorry for making you sicker.
Oh my God. That's insane. Really?
I think so. It went fast very quickly, but I think I saw enough of it.
I didn't process just because that's insane. All right.
Shukin, I cannot wrap my head around future Dragget Show fans. Like that's too far out, man.
All right. Next question.
Wait.
What?
Can you read that?
Which one?
Our older is named Xander and the younger is named Dorian.
Oh my God. What?
That's dude.
What? Oh, thank you.
That's a damn good name.
That's fucking wonderful. Thank you.
Good name.
Thank you.
Shout out to all doctors and nurses.
Yes. People have asked me, by the way, if I was going to change my name. I'm not. You might change your meat space name. I know.
Yeah, Draggor is fine. Like, I don't mind that most people will probably assume some kind of masculine thing for it. But
It has a neutralness to it, though.
People have assumed that Miko is feminine forever.
Really?
Literally, if I just jump onto a forum or a message
Miko does.
Listen to how old I am. If I jump onto a forum or a message board, like if I
you're talking to someone who just got started in the year 2020 on a play-by-post game on PHPBB.
but legitimately, people at a glance will assume that Miko is a female.
I
I bet that's
Interesting. I wouldn't have thought that.
how many people don't assume that, or in fact assume the. So I went far enough into Spanish that ending in O is masculine.
I was actually going to say.
You're thinking, but here's
More people-
Japanese.
More people assume Japanese.
Yep.
Which actually is a wow. Okay, like let me turn up the cringe for 2 seconds here. Back in the day, the word Mikomi means hope.
Oh.
And
culture.
yeah,
Sorry.
I actually met somebody very cool from Scotland that isn't Fox back in the day because of that. But yeah, no, a little bit of weeb in my furry, right?
It's fine. No, there's nothing wrong with
That's
it.
adorable.
Yeah, anime's awesome. Fuck it. I know I have my favorite pants meme. It has him ripping it off and says
Yes.
anime sucks. Just because it's funny, but I do actually like anime and Cowboy Bebop. I showed him Cowboy Bebop.
I fell in love with Cowboy Bebop. What a great show!
But
Dude,
yeah.
my number one Nero character after I did Alkali, my longest running character is Mendeleev Akum. Mendeleev, because I have a weird chemical fetish, apparently. He's the creator of the modern day periodic table. And Akum, which is the guy from Samurai Jack, which I found out means nightmares, which is probably wrong because I read it on a message board.
Yeah.
So,
As you do.
yeah, so I'm alchemical grid nightmares. Perfect.
Yeah, Xander said it. Not many. I might allow more people to know my meat space name once I change it because, yeah, it's not just that it's gendered. I've never liked it. The worst joke. Well, they are.
True.
It is offensive. I am declaring that I understand what I'm about to say is offensive.
Okay.
But it resonated with me because I never thought of it in this context before. But I said my meat space name is, and I said it, and someone went, meat space. Oh, you mean your slave name?
Wow. I mean,
Holy shit.
I know who that is.
yeah, I know who that is too.
Oh my God.
That's pretty funny.
That's hysterical.
I lost it. They continued. They continued to say that, and I continue to say no.
I mean, it really does hit on why I'm such an empathetic piece of shit is because we don't have a choice to live. We're all brought into this world kicking and screaming. We don't have a choice. So, yeah.
I love Doug Stanhope because Doug Stanhope is like not a positive nihilist, but almost there.
Yeah.
And had an extended bit on I didn't ask to be here. And the first time I heard that was such a big deal. What?
What's
oh my
up?
God. So to say goodbye to you, have a wonderful night. The mama and the children are saying it's time to get off the stream.
Okay.
Lindsay,
Good night.
congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Seriously.
Holy shit.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
So cool.
Oh
So
my
cool.
God.
Silence. No. Meat space name does not equal grinder handle.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the meat barely enough space.
I got on Grindr once as a just curiosity. It just like freaked me the fuck out. And I'm like, fuck. Scary.
No. Fuck. That's it. You got it. That's grinder. You nailed it.
Hey, Xander,
What?
do you remember my only 2 encounters on Pounced, which quickly made me to shut down Pounced?
Did it begin with hi? Because that is
Well,
like
that's
the most-
universal.
Those are the 2 scariest letters in the furry alphabet.
For those of you who don't know, Pounced was basically an old kind of forum-based furry dating and meet each other
Is
place.
it actually finally gone now?
I
Because
don't
like it was
know.
gone and then was here and then it was gone.
was.
I'm
Oh my
curious.
God.
Go on.
I'm like, okay, I'm single. I got to figure out how to meet people. Pounced. I went and did it. And one of the first people that messaged me, I'm like, oh, someone messaged me. All right, well, I'll respond. I don't know anything about them. I see a picture. Okay. And we're going back and forth, and they mentioned school. I'm like, oh, what college are you going to? And they said, oh, I hope to go to X. And immediately I'm like, are you over 18? And they did not answer with a simple and clear yes. So I blocked them and reported them. And then a month later, a new user account with a different name and the exact same picture messaged me.
Oh my God.
I closed my account.
Oh my God. God damn it. That is terrifying.
That is my only 2 encounters with anything dating, and I have shut it down.
I did similar before I got into furry, actually, was like the Yahoo gay dating space. Like, I tried to like do that, and it was a fucking nightmare. Oh,
Oof.
It was stupid.
That was even slightly like before my majority of internet time.
Oh, I'm sure.
and-
But I was
Yep.
like, oh wait, and I went to furry me like all these bastards are queer. This is amazing, and so I had no idea. So like,
Xander, all these bastards are queer as the blue.
I had no idea. Like, I don't know. You go on the internet to look for what you like, and you don't think about the rest because you see what's out there. So, anyway.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think we are on to the next question.
Yes, thank you.
Of course.
Anyway.
How many? Hold on. Are we even close? Because normally we're
close.
an hour and a half in, and normally we've gone through like 2.
All right. Here we go.
Got it.
I was asked earlier, which would I think your gender name would be? It sounds pretty neutral to me.
What does?
Onyx Flame. It's Onyx Flame.
Oh yeah.
That could be anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Did we do Tyros? We did not. Tyro.
Hi, Tyro.
Thank
Hello,
you.
Tyro. And I worry about Lindsay's saying that our voices are some of the first words
Oh
the
my
children are here. They're going to swear a lot.
Hey,
Thank
another
you,
one
Lindsay.
from 30 Rock. They are honorary gabies.
That's true. Gabies. Oh my God, I
Congratulations.
love 30
Seriously,
Rock.
that's fantastic.
We're so happy for you. That's so cool. I'm still kind of blown away that somebody is like, yeah, there's some new babies over here. Enjoy your show. Like, I need to drink
Obviously
more.
follow your channel. It looks like you're doing something with that. Yes. Tyro,
Hello, Tyro.
if we are in the Matrix and binary people are either ones and zeros, what non-binary people's symbols are in this simulation? I mean,
I think, no, it's easy.
what?
You've seen Reboot.
Okay.
If you're not binary, there's only another language I know of. Hexadecimal. You're a lady wearing a mask. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was just going for straight like bits and bytes, like
Nice.
like eight digit.
Do I have to put my hand in front of my face every time I want to change emotions? Too?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
fuck.
I expect this.
Have you seen this? Or no?
Do you remember
I mean,
hexadecimal?
one of my early...
Okay.
Look, I'm learning a lot about myself going back in time, and the character I identified a shit ton with in that show was
Don't say it.
Hexadecimal.
Nice.
I originally said I wanted to do a crossplay of Hexadecimal, but fuck that. I just want to be Hexadecimal.
That's fair.
I just want to listen to Tony J's soothing baritone more.
Oh,
Okay.
my God. Tony J.
So what was the
That's
question? If you're ones
Megabyte,
and
by the way,
zeros?
if you don't know who that was.
What's
Yeah, I know.
non-binary then?
Well, look, ones and zeros are the foundational thing, and you can build an abstraction about that. So the abstraction I identify with is a floating point rounding error.
Nice.
Nice.
And I don't know enough about numbers, so
No, but you have to go quantum, right? Because like at this point, you are still limiting yourself within one.
yeah. Fine. Yeah, that's true.
On my Twitter profile,
Phew.
I have my like one of my signifying things is that I am an errant thought. So being a rounding error is perfect for me.
Fair enough.
Oh my God. All right.
Also, every time you guys talk about Tony J and Megabyte and all that, I'm like, why was Megabyte throwing elbows at people? Tony Ja.
Holy shit, a Megabyte's throwing elbows.
Some Muay Thai.
Hello, Bob. Whack. Like, what the fuck?
Ah, shit. I gotta look up. I'm assuming IEEE 754 is the floating point spec. but I don't have most of those. Chat, go find out what is the IEEE spec for TCP over carrier pigeon.
I learned about this. I learned about this in my basics class. It's a stupid thing. You know what? It's probably in my history because it was actually kind of recent. That was adorable. No, the little April Fool's things that they put out there are fantastic. Anyway, nerdy.
Oh, RFC 2549. That is, yeah.
It's like TQ421. What? All right.
More questions.
Yeah, more questions. What? Yeah, we figured out the binary symbol. Nikolai asks,
Hi, Nikolai.
would you prefer an RV or a boat to travel in? Ooh. RV. Boats freak me out.
There's not enough use of the water space on this planet for me to justify a boat.
I would get lost and die very easily. Like, what
you're
star
not a
is
Boy
what?
Scout. That's right.
Oh,
No.
I'm gonna die.
No, wait, what? Who's a Boy Scout?
No, I was saying, like Xander was saying, getting lost and die, and I'm like, one of the core tenets you learn right away for being out on open water, and for the most part, same thing as flying, is you have to go by the instruments and or stars, which are your instruments.
No, it's Peter Pan.
God damn it.
Second star to the right, straight on
right.
till morning.
Yeah.
Also Star Trek.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, is that where they're going? That makes sense.
At the end of Wrath of Khan.
Gotcha.
Wait, no. At the end of Voyage Home.
They go to Peter Pan? That's a crossover?
Kirk says, where are they going? And they say, or was that at the end of Undiscovered Country? That was the end of Undiscovered Country. Oh my gosh, I failed
Second
at
star
Trek.
to the
Don't tell
right? They do
Pandez.
that?
Never.
Captain Kirk and Jean-Luc Picard kick
You almost said Captain Cuck.
Captain Cook's ass.
Big cock.
Oh, dude, that would be the new Peter Pan. Hey, Captain Cook. And it's like, that'd be amazing. He's just a fucking like edgy bitch, Peter Pan. That'd be great. Peter's a little much, I know. Hey, Captain Cook. Oh, I'm dying. All right.
If that movie ever gets made, Captain Cuck has to get played by Vince McMahon.
What the fuck?
All right. Nikolai. Oh,
Hello,
wait.
Nikolai.
Asked us, what do you prefer, an RV or a boat to travel in? What do you think, Alkali?
I'm sorry. Do I prefer an RV or a boat?
Yeah.
RV.
Exactly.
We have had a plan on the books for years. Pepper is very aware of this plan because Pepper is one of the stops on the trip. There is a company called RV America that has an amazing promotion, and that is, please get our RVs home, because a ton of people pay to do one-way RV trips, which means all the RVs end up in Chicago because that's where everyone lives, apparently. So once a year, RV America says, hey, if you take our RVs home, we won't charge you the one-way fee. We won't charge you the mileage fee. You just got to pay for gas and initial rental. A bucket list trip of mine is leaving from Chicago, taking a week, hitting a bunch of places to see, ending in Vegas, dropping off the RV and flying home. It's been on the books for years. One day we're going to do it. One day we are going to do it. I've wanted this trip forever. That being said, empty bottle party means I found another empty bottle.
Oh, boy.
I would like to suggest a modification to that plan, because the
plan
Vegas,
is made to be modified.
the Vegas that is in our minds does not exist anymore.
Granted, yeah, you're not wrong.
I went at when it already had started changing, but I went when I was 21. I went again when I was 23, and then I went again when all the stories of alkali gambling with my parents. And that was several years after that.
Little.
No, I want the tequila.
Okay. Keep going. Sorry.
So my suggestion is we pick a spot that is a warm but not sweltering hot nature destination where we have stocked up, and we go out there for the last weekend hurrah. Then you bring the RV home. I went with a bunch of people out to. We started in New Mexico, and then we went to the National Monument, which was border between New Mexico and Arizona.
It sounds right.
So we went up into the mountains and spent a weekend in a little shack where we smuggled up some joints, had a bunch of booze, and just hung out and did hikes. Look, we have to have shrooms and stare up where you can see a clear arm of the Milky Way and not need to wear a coat.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, no, that you sold me at stare up at the Milky Way. That'd be amazing.
Yes. A, absolutely. B, I had to look at a map and I feel bad because, like, you know, this is one of those things that everybody who is younger than me is going to laugh at me because I was like, oh, fuck, you're like between Arizona and New Mexico. Is that the Four Corners? Shit, I don't know. It was. It's the Four Corners.
So there is the Four Corners, but like the area where what is called the National Monument, I believe, is like a midway point between New Mexico and Arizona and the mountain range. So basically, like you're in the middle of New Mexico and you drive straight west. I think that's where it is. I could go on for a long time talking about that shit. I'll stop now.
No, that's fair.
It sounds like a wonderful trip. I would love that.
Help me out. There's a name for them. What is the campsite that is specifically made like 40 miles from civilization?
Primitive.
Nope. Yeah, that's part of it too.
Dark zones?
Thank you. That's the one.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to a dark camp. That would be super cool to do some just laying out under the stars on a nice warm night in a dark camp. That'd be unbelievable. Shukin, no, we are not mixing with Baron Jaeger. What mixes with Baron Jaeger? Creme de cacao. That is the only thing I found that mixed with Baron Jaeger, and even that was a little iffy.
Root beer would. Root beer. I was gonna say root beer or cream soda.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
100% on with that.
Yes, it would. So these are for
I don't even
us.
know anything about
We are finishing part of our empty bottle party. Dragor, this one is yours. This is the nice tequila. It is a sipping tequila. I do not recommend doing that as a shot.
I've already done that with that bottle before.
Wait, Xander, can you hold yours up next to theirs? Because I think they're the same color, and that's
They
kind
are
of blowing me
green.
away.
Totally the same color.
The color that mom and dad wear when everything is bad. All right.
Chicago Toast?
Yeah.
To everyone out there, to those entering a new stage in their life, and to those just trying to make it through COVID. We're all in this together.
Absolutely.
Here's to you, here's to me, forever friends we shall be. And if we ever disagree, here's
Fuck you. Here's to me.
I've been smoking for a while today.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they are sparkly. They are
They're-
reflecting. And before I lamb slam this,
Don't shoot that. Don't shoot that. That's really good.
I know it is, and I'll enjoy it.
If you'll enjoy it,
so
that's all that
sorry.
matters.
I'm pretty
And
drunk. It was really good. I'm so sorry.
No, only
mine.
his. Ours is Baron Jaeger.
Theirs.
Oh.
Tyro's
Thank
mad.
you. Thank you.
honestly, at this point, just watching your facial expressions is worth correcting you.
No. Keep me honest. Keep me honest. You know that.
Yes, to absent friends and present company.
This.
Yeah.
Taps and friends. And present friends, yes.
You know you can't lean to me because they hear
We have more questions, by the way. I think.
All right, I'll do it in thirds.
What?
Fair.
Huh? What are you doing?
He's not drinking the whole thing as a
I
shot.
understand now. All right. Question.
Questions?
Onyx Flame asks,
Hello, Onyx.
how do you feel about the UK schooling system finishing at age 16 in comparison to USA's 21? I don't know how I feel about the age.
Wait, what's the?
I don't know how that works, honestly. I'm not.
UK, you're done with school at 16. Here, you're done with school at 21.
Well,
And
in the US, you are done when you wanna.
Yeah.
When you get out of high school at 18.
I
usually.
was gonna say I grew up in rural. Like,
Yeah.
you're done after high school unless you want to.
oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that makes sense.
Absolutely. No, even
Which is
where I came
17
from.
or 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are done after high school. If you go to college if you have the money. That's how it works here in the States.
Yeah, he has bottles.
Or you can get, if you're lucky enough to win a scholarship of some sort.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
that's that was my saving
That's
grace.
how it works here. So that's 17 or 18 here. So
Yeah.
tell ya.
Well, no. Your schooling ends at about age 35 unless Biden finally fucking does something.
Oh my god, that fucker.
That's funny.
Joe's busy. Come on, man.
No, I'm
playing ping pong
I'm kidding,
with
but
Xander
also
Blue online.
legitimately the payment thing.
Yeah, no, legitimately. Lindsay, that's incredible. Wow, just legitimately wow.
What? That's amazing.
How the hell did you two talk to each other? I'm very loud. There's no way you could hear each other over my nonsense.
That's fucking amazing.
Onyx, honestly, I don't remember. High school is from when you get into high school to when they let you graduate.
Yeah, generally
So
it's
yeah, for me it was 13 to 17. Most people it's 14 to 18.
same.
It sounds right. Yeah.
I was younger too because of May birthday.
Yep. July.
Yeah. Were you? Yeah.
I can't remember if I got screwed or if I
sound like
won
you were-
the lottery because I know I was on the cusp.
So
Because
you're
I'm
older then?
August.
Oh.
I want to say I'm older.
You want to be older.
Yeah, no, I want to say that's right because I think I have the advantage on that.
There's really no
one.
reason not to be.
If,
so
if you're
dumb.
older, you get made fun of though.
I know, right?
That is a
Because
thing.
It is.
Unless you go into sports and then you're dominating fucking everyone.
True. It is absolutely true, and it's so stupid when you grow up and you realize, wow, 1 year meant nothing. And my brother talks about this all the time. It's like, it's so dumb. Like we the big because capitalism wants to push you out into the world and make it the money. So there's that pressure. Anyway.
Onyx Flame wants to know because they've never been to a water park. What are water parks like? Here's how it works.
Oh wow.
First, you get into an inner tube at the top of a slide. Then you fall off the inner tube because your center of gravity is nowhere. Then they yell at you for falling out of the inner tube, but there's nothing you could do because you're hurling down a slide, the inner tube in front of you, and you just going, meh. Then you get to the toilet bowl part of the slide where you're literally just circling around, struggling to catch your inner tube, and they're laughing at you because you have now flipped around 4 or 5 times. Then you fall down the chute that should have been the next part for the inner tube, but not for you because you just feel like you fell down a pit. You hit the slide really hard, turn over onto your back, thinking this will be better, not realizing apparently your back is like an otter, slick as hell. Now you're going 430 miles an hour down the last part of this slide. Your back is a suction cup, and every bump of the slide is just tearing off skin. Then you get into the water, you pop up over the head, and they blow their whistle at you, and you go, what?
Alkali likes the lazy river.
Lazy rivers are amazing.
I'm just like giggling to myself, imagining somebody getting stuck on the top of one of those toilet bowl things, like above where the water is.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's
They
pretty
just get thrown off their
awesome.
thing and just.
That's it. This is
like-
where you live.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Oh, I miss water parks. They're fun. I know you
Alkali.
don't- yeah.
Xander,
Yes.
I have an artifact from one of the, what was it called?
Okay, Indiana.
The Cove?
Key Lime Cove.
I have an artifact from one of the Key Lime Cove meets.
That's an ow.
I have on top of one of my cabinets a Bacardi handle, a clear Bacardi handle that is in fact filled with a Kirkland dark rum from the second to last Key Lime outing.
Oh my God.
Really?
I will, as long as I live, never forget the look of pure, abject terror at the poor gentleman who had to sign the contract with me for year 2 of Key Lime Cove. He looked me in the eye and said, so, your group, do you have all of the suites on the 14th floor? Like, yeah, we basically rented those all out. Oh, and your average age? About 25. Oh. Do you need pool passes, or will you just be turning on the tub and letting the rooms flood while you drunkenly stumble around? I'm like, yeah, that one. That's exactly what we need. They just knew. Like, there was no pretext. When I signed contracts for conventions, like, yes, you are what is known as a Smurf Con, and that stands for something. Does anyone remember?
I don't remember. Do you?
Subgenre, multiple. Basically, it's not a professional convention. We are all there to have fun. And when you sit down at a table across from somebody who is trying to convince you to go to their hotel for that instance, they're like, yes, we are a hotel, a place made to hold events. But when you go to Key Lime Cove, a place that has entertainment built into the facilities, and you tell them a bunch of 25 through 45-year-olds are getting together, all they really want to know is how much property damage are you going to cause? And our answer was, we're going to throw bottles of booze from porch to porch, and that's our delivery system. But legitimately, none broken. Everyone caught the bottles.
Oh, nice.
We put the jocks out there. You know, Xander was catching.
I'm always catching. Do it.
Just lobbing that in there for you, babe.
What? I got it. It was very good. I appreciate it.
I want to share my favorite moment from Key Lime. I don't know how much I'm going to be willing to wear this bathing suit, but I was Speedo person for quite a while.
Yes, you were.
Especially when I was fit. I still might. I don't know.
I'm not.
Mainly just because I don't like wearing anything when in water,
Yeah.
but I don't like things flopping around because that's dysphoric. So that's like the barest. It's functional. Anyway.
And it'll take a second off your lap time.
That too. It's arrow.
The drag. Man, balls are a drag.
So what
I'll
they
say.
are. So do you remember the other group
Really?
that was at one of the
Wow.
Key Lime Cove?
Do I remember everyone who was there?
There was a hyper-religious church group the one year.
I blocked that out.
And there was this guy who had a clipboard and a headset and had a T-shirt that said, and Martini and Avon can correct me on this or not, but I believe the shirts, it was a white shirt in all caps that said, God is real. And I remember when he saw me,
You're like, yeah, real dumb. Oh, yeah, sorry.
I didn't say anything. I was just walking along, and I stopped and stared at the shirt because I didn't believe people like I saw the billboards that say they just say God is real or hell is real. I'm like, all right, fine, but that's a billboard. But this was on a human being's shirt at a water park.
I'm going down the slide. God's real.
And I stopped and stared in disbelief at this guy, and this guy stopped and stared in disbelief at me leading a pack of queers towards his children.
A gaggle.
A gaggle
yeah,
of
queers come and gaggle. That's
a
how it
gaggle of
works.
queers. And nothing happened, but I could read on his face the absolute discomfort. So one of the things of Key Lime Cove that was so nice about it was they had tech. You could show your ID, attach a credit card, and everything was based on your wristband, including confirmation for buying alcohol. So I am in literally nothing but a skimpy Speedo with everything on display because I was at that stage of life. And I decided I had been in liquid enough. I needed liquid in me, so I go to the bar. And the bar is the safe haven where all of the adults, the parents and grandparents are, while the kids are all off in the water park. All eyes are on me, and I go up to the bar. Conversations stop because it's no one expects this level of queer to walk into the bar.
True.
And I wait my turn. I wait for the bartender to come over, and they ask, "What do you have?" And I had already eyeballed the best whiskey they had, and it was delicious. And I go, "I would like a double of Woodford Reserve double cask, neat."
Fair.
And I watched the majority of each dude in there over 50 go.
Nice.
I love it.
Oh, you got the old man rub.
Love it.
Like
Don't
every
say it like that.
I'm sorry, old person rub. Oh, okay.
No. I don't want. I don't want to be rubbed.
I understand. You're like,
All right.
every dude with a fucking scary mustache loves me right now.
I think they were expecting me to sprout a mustache because the old
Yeah,
saying
you're
is
like,
that'll put hair on you. Like,
Yeah, right.
You just like break out a corncob pipe and you're like, indeed. Like, what the fuck?
Pub Sins nailed it. The nod of respect. That's right.
it was.
And it was, oh my god. So you actually remind me of one of my all-time favorites, a very short one. I was running a group. We're not going to go into who or what it was, but Javelin, Beardo the Magnificent, John was there.
So definitely not Nero.
Definitely not. No, not at all. And basically, a organizer. Oh boy, organizer from the hotel approached John. God damn it!
They're queer, got some good taste.
God damn it, Tuzzcat.
Looks like they
Nicely
like
done.
more than cum. Ooh!
Ooh,
Jesus Christ!
that's. Oh, it's White Russian. It's okay.
Oh, I thought it was going to be into the white curacao. No, he's got scotch.
Oh,
This is happening. Well, we were at this event, and a organizer from the venue approached Beardo the Magnificent and said, "Are you in charge?" And Beardo goes, "No, that fool is," and pointed over at me. I could not hear him. I could not have done better timing if I tried. According to him, as he said this to the hotel liaison, I yelled out, "Next round's on me!" And the organizer looked at him and goes, "Are you in charge now?" I honestly respect that.
Holy shit, that's wonderful. I think I might have one more question.
Do we? And somebody did say they put their question in late.
Yes.
So after you get the last question,
Onyx
if you-
did.
Shooting
is
Flash.
it Onyx? Okay.
Onyx just did the one about the thing.
Okay. Do we have any
And
more?
there's some news alert CNN's trying to say about, and I'm going to ignore that. Shooting Flash.
Hello, Shukin.
I forgot my question and time it took to open Patreon. So how about each of you comes up with a quick question you want to know the answers, the other's answers
Give me-
to.
give me- I
It's
got
at
it.
the bottom.
From Shukin, I forgot my question in the time it took to open Patreon. Shukin, we understand. We also smoke weed.
Hi, Shukin.
So how about each of you come up with a quick question you want to know the other's answer to,
Oh, I
just
see.
like Draggor did earlier. Shukin is pushing the responsibility onto us.
Oh boy.
okay, well, good, because I don't want to know anything else about you guys, because I'm scared.
You know too much. We're furries.
I know more than my fair share about these three people.
It's very true.
Look, you
I
learn
say-
a lot about a person by sharing a bathroom with them. Let's be honest.
Speaking of which,
Oh, okay.
Legitimately, though.
No, let's
Hey, Miko.
I have to too.
On your way back, can you stop by the freezer and get a giant ice cube?
I will. I'll be right there.
Thank you.
I have to go next. But what was
What
the
do you got?
question? Oh, what, my question
You have to
for
come up
you?
with a question,
Question
for
for
us, or a singular person.
Or a singular person.
While you ponder,
Yes.
part of the anxiety for me of coming out, which QM, you get infinite kudos, hugs, and everything. I don't know anything about like any of the skill, or I don't want to say fashion, but like there is color theory and things that go together as far as dress.
Oh, of course.
So
Fair
like
enough.
I'm not saying that, you know, dressing poorly or anything like even matters or is invalid, but there are things that go together better than others, and I do not have that knowledge.
You learn
Understood.
kind of from doing art.
Well,
So-
right, you know that, but
Yeah.
I never went through that the same way.
Okay.
Look, look, I'm a repressed goth kid that never got to get that let out, so the goth thing is increasingly coming.
Yeah.
But so like the nails and everything. QM spent like an hour on Telegram just info dumping my way on what I need to know, and that removed a ton of anxiety. So what are basically like a gender queer neutral stuff, or just, I don't want to say more effeminate than what I normally wear because I'm not aiming for that, but it overlaps.
Well-
what is a thing you think might look good on me or a thing I should look into because I don't have like the terms.
You notice how much I love ropes?
Yes.
Because they're so fucking neutral and I feel like a wizard and it's just it's great. It's feminine. Like I love pretty patterns. I've always loved pretty stuff and it gets both of that shit going on. So for you, I mean, I like the clothes you've been wearing before and stuff like that. That is a little masculine, but that's only just because like society has deemed it so. I don't know. It's weird because
open flannel shirt.
Flannel's Gaius wears flannel.
I used to wear flannel.
This is what I wore Young Bucks because Gaius is still a buck, even though they're neutral. They're still a buck. So
Buck.
I am not
Shout out to
a kilt person, and it's hard to describe why, but not
low hanging fruit.
And like I'm curious. Yes,
Well,
actually,
that would be a reason for, not against.
like a banana.
It's not that like I'm uninterested in dresses, but the aim is alien.
Yeah.
Or like I don't have anything against anyone who wants to wear a dress, and there are certain styles. All right, so Eddie Izzard on Dress to Kill is a starting point of a type of thing I'm interested in.
Love Eddie Izzard on Dress to Kill.
So
I'm gonna be back. You keep going.
I was at the question is we have to ask questions to each other. So I'm like, what's a thing you think I might look good in or enjoy? Because like I don't have the terminology. I don't know what to go looking for to change my wardrobe.
What neutral dress could he pull off? We are asking in the chat as well. Let's say all the questions we ask, because this is a pretty good.
Mini Lex Luthor.
Legitimately, so wait.
He just said trust mini Lex Luthor. God damn it.
We're not going Lex Luthor here. I have always been mad because despite how small I once was, I am no longer small enough to pull this off. I think you would look good in a cardigan.
I don't know what a cardigan is.
A cardigan is basically a hoodie that for some reason you always leave open. But I mean, in general, it's kind of that not quite quilted, but like thick knit material.
Okay.
I don't know.
Someone
they're usually a little tighter fitting.
I do like that. Someone said pantsuit, which that's always been a thing that has caught my eye. And when I originally came out as I am a gay male that likes other gay males, not effeminate, gay males, because that's the kind of fucking repression I had to come out in.
Fair.
So there was always and that gets back to the Eurythmics and dressing like the Sweet Dreams are made of these bits.
That's a good one.
So pantsuit is something I should look into. Cardigan I need to look into.
I'm gonna take Miko's and expound on it. I would like to see you in a cardigan, sleeveless.
I am increasingly interested as long as I can get my fitness down.
Honey, you got arms.
Is a sleeveless cardigan.
Who cares? Have you seen his arms? It looks like he absorbed some hams into his hands.
Tight cloth on his front and nothing else.
I was also gonna say loincloth.
I'm still
loincloth is pretty neutral. Just saying.
Yeah, but you have to have other things to decorate around. All right, have you seen Farscape or no?
Farscape is a no, unfortunately. I've never watched that one.
Right now, I suffer from whatever media I'm partaking in. If I really like it, I really, really like it. So I'm going through start to finish in Farscape. Oh, cool. And the blue alien character, Zan, the priestess, has a bunch of different how to describe it? Basically, there are things that are worn that drape but aren't like all encompassing like a dress or something like that. So, you know, a brief or a loincloth or something skimpy to, you know, be modest or what have you is fine, but there needs to be other things with that also are neutral.
One shoulder toga.
That ain't half bad.
I think you could pull off a one shoulder toga.
If anything were to happen on, you were calling it cosplay day? Yeah. That would look
one shoulder
great.
toga, bub.
That sounds kind of cool.
I could see you pulling off one shoulder toga.
someone asked season 1 Zan or season 2 Zan, and the fact is both are valid, but season 2 Zan's dress changed because the stress and makeup for Virginia Hay was actually like toxic to her and was causing health problems. So the change in dress was so they didn't have to apply as much makeup. That's why, especially in season 2, you have the blue clothing going all the way up to the neck.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting. Whew. Okay.
Also, hula hoop belts.
What?
Hula hoop belts. 80s futuristic
packs?
thinking.
No.
That too. Always fanny packs.
the
They're super
Jetsons?
useful. Yeah, like the Jetsons. Just rings all over your body that don't actually touch you, but glow.
Hey, that answers that other question. If you didn't need wires for things.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, we can finally do hula hoop dress.
Plus, it acts as the, no, you are physically touching the bubble. Step back.
Yeah, that's true. You'd like that. Force field. There's your new clothes. Fucking 2-foot radius force field and just nude. You would love it. That would be your favorite.
Honestly, you know, when anything formal, like suit kind of stuff is so agender to me now. I don't know. I like.
Well, my current suits, you've seen me in them, are the 80s power suit style. And while I look fine in them, I do not want that anymore.
But I mean, like the whole like weird vesty bow ties, regular
bow ties are
formal
cool.
kind of stuff.
Bow ties are
I do
cool.
like that kind of
ties are
like.
great.
You rock a bow tie.
Very
I do love your bow
cool.
tie.
I hate the formality of dressing up and what it implies, but it still looks good. You know?
The aesthetic, the
Yes.
David Bowie aesthetic
Yes,
is what
exactly.
we are after.
Exactly. I hate like, but it looks good.
So, all right, here's the thing I want to explain, and then I'll shut up for a bit because I need to.
You're fine, dude.
But
Friend. Fuck.
it's not that I believe anyone, like, there's any rule that someone can or can't wear a thing, but there is that subconscious thing of something, like, you could have the freest mind ever and be like, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. But some things just seem to fit better than others on people. Yeah. And I don't have that critical eye to know what works better or not.
Well.
3/4 of it is confidence. My friend in college, Brianna, could wear literally anything and make it work because she was just so fucking confident.
It's fair.
And if you walk out there and you strut yourself, you work it. Literally, work it, girl. Work it.
Yeah, serious.
No, Xander gets it.
Yeah,
legitimately.
you gotta work it.
You either don't care or know it and show it, like, because
it's just like method acting. It comes out when you feel it.
It does. It was the same thing for fursuiting for me. People complimented me on the only time that I fursuited. And that's because I got way the fuck into it because I was super excited because I was like 10 years too late.
Absolutely, yeah.
I tried for a while at work because I wear it to cons before, as I get there because it's warm and I just like it. I've always loved my fedora and trench coat. And one day I walked into the office and a broker there looked and was like, you know, I like the new look. You look fucking terrifying. I'm like, oh, that's not what I'm going for. And I've never worn it since.
No, that's not what you're going for
Not
in
even
that
remotely.
context.
Not even remotely. He's like, you look terrifying. Like, oh, I just liked this. Like, fuck.
I guess I can tell it because it's fine, but it was 3 years ago at First Squared, we're at Thursday night doing setup. People are lined up waiting for early badge pickup to open on Thursday, and someone comes in and says, hey, there's a fight breaking out, and then leaves before I could ask more. And then Kadaze comes in and then says, hey, Draggor, did you know a fight's about to break out? And I'm like, someone else just said that. Are you all fucking with me? And Kadaze deadpans and goes, no, you probably should go out there. We'll all hear how Kadaze would say it.
I love Kadaze so much.
You should probably go out there.
I am costumed up in my goth bleached Morpheus outfit. I've got the goth coat, I've got the boots, I've got the camo pants. So I am in full on people think I have more skills and confidence than I do bullshit. So I get out there and I just start. The one skill I have is the with a mission power walk.
Yeah, you do. You're good at that one.
That I just have regardless of what I'm wearing. What I didn't understand was that power walk had enough speed to make the goth coat billow as I stubby leg strided to the incident. Now, I have never fought, I have never thrown a punch, I have twice taken one, and that is it. So this short stack goes out there and sees this dude who's like a foot taller than me and someone else who's my size but clearly more built than me. And I step immediately in between them because like they're getting. I've seen fights. I live in Chicago, so I know enough when it's gonna happen. And I made the worst judgment call of my life to get in between them because I knew it was close.
Oh, no.
And I billowed and I got in between and said, "Hey, who wants to talk to me?" And to this day, I say that's the dumbest thing I ever did. And I got lucky because the amount of bullshit that showed up in between them was confusing. Oh my God. You know this one, Alkali. That was the same person.
I know exactly.
We won't go into that.
We're not going to go into So there we were at First Squared. It was Sunday night. Now, as a convention chairman, as Draggor has learned over the years, when you feel like you're done, sometimes you just want to be done. And this was Sunday night. I was done. I had some friends over. One of them thought it would be very funny and very fun to show me their skill with, help me out with the term, Draggor, Japanese rope play.
Shibari.
Thank you. Now,
why do I know that?
Of course you know that. Now, bear in mind, I was still wearing almost what I am wearing now, other than the jacket. I still had a button-down shirt on. I still had dress pants on. And they just decided to make me look legitimately amazing with a very intricate rope design over myself. And then this one comes into where we are staging at and says, "Hey, you need to go to the door." I walk to the front door, and there is one of our favorite employees of the hotel. The furry name they chose for themselves was Slagathor.
Yeah!
Slagathor is there to retrieve me because there has been an incident. Slagathor makes eye contact with me and states, "I'm going to need your help. Why don't you take 5 minutes?" So I take 5 minutes, I de-rope myself with my friend's help, I join Slagathor in the elevator, and we start going downstairs to where the incident has taken place. And Slagathor goes, "So, I learned something about you today." And I go, "Oh, the rope play thing?" And she goes, "No, you're very embarrassed about your body. I would have been naked in that."
I miss Slagathor a lot.
No one. Slagathor was amazing. This is a person at year one of First Squared, got so into the theme, the community, everything, approached us at 1 or 2 in the morning and said, "I don't mean to impose, but I just got off work and I really want to play the spaceship game that you guys have in your basement. What do I need to do to make that happen?"
Yeah.
Oh, we love you, Slagathor. You were fucking amazing.
We do still have to do shout outs, by the way.
Oh my God.
Yes.
We've been going for over 2 hours and haven't done shout outs.
Yes,
All
we
right,
do.
I need
Was
water.
that first I was supposed to do? But I can't remember how we usually do
No, shout outs go now.
Later.
This is right. This is right.
Shout outs.
Shout outs.
Singing away from the microphone.
Y'all who give us $3 on Patreon, $5 on Patreon,
Some
get a
amount.
chance to get shouted out in, and we do the rando drawing, and we pick, and if you give us a thing, or otherwise we just run with your name. So, that said, Regda gave us a thing.
Oh, thank you. Thank God. Thank God.
Regda here and doesn't drink beer. Don't drink beer.
Regda doesn't drink beer. Why, might you ask? That's simple. One day, Regda was drinking beer, and the Dragget show was so funny. Regda spit that beer across the universe like the Beatles. Just
God.
everywhere across the universe.
Beatles.
Like the Beatles.
Like the Beatles.
Like the Beatles. And to this day, we all remember Regda.
Hey, Ringo, watch this shit. I remember that.
Yeah, I saw it on Sullivan.
Yeah.
We all forgive Regda because beer has one very active ingredient. That's right. Regda created all of the world's yeast infections. Regda, we forgive you, but we love you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, birds can't burp.
Birds can't burp at all.
So
yeah, it's just
it makes sense.
You know, Regda, for this forgiving, if you could rise to the occasion.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
God damn it.
Absolutely.
Like a penis, like we were talking about. What?
Oh, that was good.
Anyway.
There were people on a place I won't mention that were very interested in micro feather covered. I'm done now.
All right. Next, Jeremy the Hate Fox. Thank you, Jeremy.
Screed.
Hello, Jeremy. Anything?
That's it? Nope. Go for it.
Jeremy the Head Fox. Well, we're not going to go with the obvious how he got his name, decapitating people. We all knew that one.
That's what I was thinking.
Jeremy the head fox who fits in a bread box.
And ate us some meat-flavored pie. Went into the corner, which had a lot of bodies, and said, "Oh, what a good boy am I."
Alkali should not be able to make nursery rhymes ever. That'd be the worst book ever. It's just,
I've heard
Lindsay,
him try
do
to
you
write
want
songs.
Do you want to scar your children? Alkali will make nursery rhymes and the worst lessons you could learn about the stock market and other things.
The Head Fox and Jill went over a hill because they wanted a thrill. The rhyme scheme was lost, it came at a cost, and now he's a fox with a dick. Damn it! Lost it. Totally.
With the bill.
Almost.
I actually forgot the last word I needed to rhyme, so I'm like, dick works.
Yes, the Head Foxen.
Thank you so much for supporting us, Aid Foxen.
Yes.
These are really hard. Anyone, just try to do these. Legitimately, try to do these on episode 230 something.
And lastly, Exendiv the Teacup Bat. Thank you, Exendiv.
It's the teacup bat. So, first off, Exendiv is imaginary.
He's in my head.
He's just in Miko's head. Second off,
Wait. We're in a fucking shared hallucination Star Trek episode.
I'm sorry, did you assume we weren't in a... Have you ever watched Star Trek? The first thing you should think, the moment the opening credits roll, we're in a hallucination episode. This just happens.
Every February. Why do you think there's only 28 days? I can't count that high.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
When else have you seen him?
Yeah. Name 7 other times that you've seen him. No. There we go. Yeah. Not easy, is it? No. Okay, hold on. Let's figure this out. He lives in a teacup right on the counter. Oh, that sounds familiar. He lives in a pineapple under the sea. There's no sponges here, only teacup bad. All in the head.
But sponges literally exist in the sea.
And also, Exendiv is definitely older than SpongeBob.
Also, yes.
SpongeBob? I legitimately thought SpongeBob was eternal.
What's it? Maturity, though?
Maturity, though? No, none of us are older than SpongeBob.
Oh, no,
maturity.
the puns are about on par with SpongeBob.
Yeah, honestly, that's about right.
And as we all know, Exendiv, the person who's, what do you call those? You know what? The pause was too much. Exendiv rocks. Let's just go with that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Legitimately, Exendiv, it has been an absolute pleasure getting to know you while playing Stellaris every once in a while. This has been wonderful. I'm so glad that Miko imagined you.
Also, amazing artist. Follow them on Twitter.
Oh my
They
God.
make such good art. And you should check it out. It's adorable.
If you follow my Twitter account, my new icon was created by Exendiv. In fact, he created quite a few of those.
Ours?
Yep.
All of ours.
All of
Mine,
our icons?
Skylar's,
again, 'cause I'm a
Xander's,
fucking-
Miko's. I
Oh,
believe each of the board of First Squared got one.
X and Div, you
you're
are
amazing.
truly unbelievable.
X and Div, you put a white streak in my hair, I'll rock the other one again. But yeah, I'll just do the. Well, I'm just saying.
Xander, I also put a white streak in your hair.
God damn it.
I'm ready for that shit. Don't. Trust me, I'm ready for that.
It's finally come.
Oh my
Oh
god.
wait. That was unintentional. I just meant to joke that you're an artiste.
Oh, there's something about Xander. I know. I'm ready.
To all of our shout out people, thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. And again, if you have a moment, please click the like and subscribe below. Please click the bell to be notified when we put out new videos. This week, we will be putting out a Valentine's Day video of chocolate decadence, what I think is my easiest/best recipe. It is truly a decadent chocolate treat. While we are talking about other announcements, Xander, there's a coffee in the corner of our screen.
Yes.
Could you please talk about that?
Yes, that coffee is once again for Segra Morris, who was a wonderful person who helped me out in my situation, is in a similar situation, cannot pay for their transition, and put it up on their birthday. That is there. If you would love to help out with care that should be available but is not, and they have to pay completely out of pocket, please help. I know we're in a hell world and people are there's COVID everywhere and stuff, and hopefully this year we'll get over that somehow. But you know, we all have problems and we all like to help each other out. So if you'd like to come kick a few bucks, I'd really appreciate it. Yes.
Demon, you
I
have
shouldn't say this out loud.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well, then don't.
Well, there we go. Okay. And so, Tyro.
Oh my god. I'm going to whisper to you.
Problems, but a dick ain't one. I like it.
Oh my god. I love you.
You're going to hurt me. That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I don't want to presume for other people listening whether that's offensive or not.
Fair enough.
Whatever. It's
Demon Bud, you have a stream that happens Sundays at 5. Would you care to describe that, please?
I do. It's called Dooming with Me, Draggor. I started getting an interview thing going, and then First Square duties have interrupted my ability to schedule guests. But Ash, director of programming from Anthrocon, has been a guest twice. I don't know if the episode's uploaded or not. I hope it is. But we get into weird, interesting conversations, like biomedical stuff for Ash, and having interesting surgeries for highly advanced hearing aid stuff. We've had Xander and Chris on, where we riff and are wonderful idiots. This Sunday, my actual Meat Space brother Jumbles is going to be on. We've been nerding out. We've been watching the seasons of Farscape and Lockstep. So we talked about season 1. We both just completed season 2, and we're going to nerd out about that. Upcoming guests that are on the docket: Photons, also known as Willem, who is generally like one of the top people responsible for all of the crazy AV and main dances and light shows at Anthrocon, at BLFC. I believe they also do MFF. So we're going to talk to them fairly soon-ish. We had QM on. But yeah, we do an hour of chatting while shooting each other in classic Doom, and then we hang out for another hour after that.
Yep.
It's simple, silly fun.
Yeah. And by the way, I do a lead into that with the Golf with Friends thing.
Who is going to be on for this Sunday's Golf with Friends?
Chris. So
Chris the Comedy Bunny.
Yeah, she will be on with me, and we'll be hanging out and talking about stuff, and we'll lead into yours. And we don't know if you'll be hosting on here on Dragget Show or not.
The intent for this Sunday, I do want to get it set up. I am on twitch.tv/DragorZippyTanks, and then I'm going to set it up so I also live stream to the Dragget Show YouTube, because I currently don't stream anything to the YouTube.
That'd be great.
And that'll solve I have a backlog of like 20 episodes to upload.
That's fantastic, yeah. All right, well, there you go.
And we're going to quick jump over. We did have a donation in the middle. So, ZenFox, the answer to your question is we will be taking the donation you gave to us and pushing it over to the coffee. So, thank you very much for that. ZenFox, who donated a 20, says, I raise a glass in a toast to the people that we love the most. Here's to lug and lack of woe. Thank you all with great love and more. ZenFox, absolute sweetheart. Thank you very much, my friend. Over there. Did you need a little bit more, huh?
Splash of
Just a
tequila.
splash. Just
Not
a splash
much.
coming. Yep.
Done.
Done. Oh, cheers,
All right,
everyone.
Lindsay, great
Cheers.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing. Holy crap, that's
Thank
amazing.
you all
I
very
am
much.
incredibly honored, to say the least. That's really wonderful.
You guys are so wonderful. So wonderful. All right. Well, do we have any more? Did we get questions done?
I think so.
Did we do shout outs?
Yes. We just did shout outs. Remember?
We did
I just
it.
finished the
I
last
have,
one.
We did it.
I have one last announcement.
Oh,
Go
excellent.
ahead.
Virtual First Squared, and by virtual, I don't
Thank
mean
you.
in VR chat
Rip
only.
your
I
robe
regret
open.
ever saying
Online.
virtual First Squared. First Squared online.
Does that sound like America Online? And people look at weird?
I don't know, and no one remembers that anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
First Squared will not be happening in person because gestures at everything. We believe we will be back in Brookfield in 2022, but that isn't real until we announce it. So
Thank you, friend.
yeah. Follow us at firstsquared.com or twitter.com/firstsquared to find out when we actually announce for in person. We are doing our event online because we care about the safety of everyone from February 26th to 28th at firstsquared.com. We have a full main event schedule. We have a secondary event schedule. We are putting together what we're calling a multi-stream for our dealers and artists. They have been hit hardest as far as like socially. I miss cons, but I'm not making money or basing my art commission life around it. Artists are like, in as far as the fandom, are some of the people that got hurt the most by cons going away. So we have a multi-stream set up where people's art streams will rotate in and out. You can see what people are working on. You can click through and get to them. Please, if you can, visit the artist pages and commission them. Please, please, please do. We are also going to have a bunch of music acts and art panels on this art stream. So we're trying to invent a bunch. We will have a VR chat portion, but it's not required. You don't need a headset for VR chat. For anyone listening who thinks you do, you can just load it up on your computer and you're good to go.
So common.
Yeah, it is. We want to do a thing where everyone can participate. We know it's not the same, but part of it is getting together anyway, kind of is a fuck you to everything going on. We
fair
are
enough.
going to open a Discord very soon for this event. Hang out. Steel the Warriors still going to run games. You're doing a bunch of panels. You're doing a bunch of panels. I'm on a couple. Pepper's going to be doing some music stuff. We're going to try and do First Squared weirdness, but online. We hope to announce some unique opportunities for swag things. The art team has put together some really nifty stuff. We hope to tweet out what the pin is going to look like very soon. That art just came in.
Nice.
Our theme originally was going to be the Roaring 20s. Because we're online, we affectionately called it the Roaring 2.0s. So we know it's not going to be perfect. We know it's not the same. What we're saying is join us and hang out anyway. Try and find the silver lining and all the shit that's going on.
We're gonna try to do it right. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
That's our goal. And if you want to see what our attempt at what the right way to do this is, well, come along. I think we'll impress you.
And one of our folks, Skylar Ringtail, who works with Tobe and has done an astounding job at putting together and wrangling the insanity that is building a programming schedule. So shout out to Skylar Ringtail. Thank you for everything that you do. Basically, the programming that we got is Skylar and Tobe dealing with a lot of people emailing and not emailing.
Oh,
Please
I'm
respond
sure.
to your convention programming department information
Yeah.
requests.
I am the worst at responding to anything. Those emails get responded to immediately. That is, don't mess with your programming.
Onyx
staff.
Flame, if you do want to be a slave to First Squared, not that we actually call it that, you can go to firstsquared.com. There is a staff link at the top, and that gives you a way to put your name in the pool to join our insanity.
As legal representative of First Squared, I would like to remind everyone that the views of the chairman don't necessarily, just don't use that word. It's just it.
They said it, not me.
Damn it.
Anywho,
The final thing I wanted to announce, that this has been a long time coming. I'm not going to make any promises because we all know where that leads. Something has happened at work that leaves me with the slightest amount more of free time. The thing we hope to bring back is City Skylines with Alkali will be returning in the next few weeks. I will have guests on to talk to you and to myself about things that plague actual city building. We're going to be getting into the nitty-gritty of public transportation, walking and biking sidewalks, power stations. We actually want to get into a little bit about real city design. It's a hobby of mine. This is not going to be informative. It's going to be just fun to talk about. It's something I hope I can introduce you all to. It's a very fun topic. So I think, do we have any other announcements?
I think we're done.
In that case,
good round out at 2.5 hours.
It's 2.5 hours.
That's a good one.
Ooh, we're going to go back to the chat one last time. Guys, how do we end the show? We love asking you guys, however you guys want to end it, as questions, make statements, but we're here for all of you. And again, thank you for joining us. Click like and subscribe. If you have a chance, click the bell to get notifications, and thank you for being here.
Petty criminals of First Squared. If it weren't for the fact that was incriminating, I'd go with it.
Yeah.
But we are the Roaring 2.0, so that is the mob.
We do. That's true.
If anyone were going to be bootleggers, it's us.
I'll make
while people
gin.
figure out the questions, because I don't know the delay, my personal thing for me is, as much as I want to go back to all of the cons I have been going to, I think I am unfortunately going to make the hard decision and swap out a couple of the regular locals I go to. I want to go to new cons. So chat,
here.
what are cons that you want to see us appear at,
please,
do shows at?
Not Midwestern if you can help it.
Yeah.
I want to talk like outside of the Midwest. I have only been to conventions in the Midwest and PawCon.
Yeah, what's a Canadian con you want to see us at? 2020 was supposed to be the year that I went to Eurofriends. That's a hard one to get to. Wild Nights, furthermore. I have not been... All of these that have just been listed, I have not been to any of them and really want to go. What's the one y'all went to in Washington?
No,
on the beach?
Miko.
Fervana, and that is and that's just outside Seattle, and that is... I didn't go to that.
Fervana might be... It is hard to pick a winner. It is always hard to pick a winner. Fervana hits top 3 conventions I went to back when conventions were happening. Fervana was just unique and wonderful, and there's so many good memories.
It's like a destination con to me.
It really is a destination con.
If you're
FE has always been on my list.
I want to go.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I believe Gaius is an FE, or what, is that in Canada?
That is in Canada. Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah.
Shuk and I am aware of Wild Nights. Wild Nights has been on my list for a while there as well.
Cool.
X and Div MFM was one of my first conventions.
Nice.
What was the one you and I went to like a week or two after First Squared on a lark in St. Louis?
Gateway?
That was Gateway.
Is that Gateway?
Yes, it was.
Shukin, they burned a Christmas tree at the end. It was amazing.
It was so cool. On the beach. On the beach.
It was so,
as the sun set.
I'm sure you can find on Twitter for Vana.
Akiria.
Or something. Yeah, so cool.
One of the things you need to understand about apologies is that it is in fact not about you. So the hardest thing to learn is you will feel like you're not doing enough a lot, and that overcompensation often makes things worse. You have to give things time to breathe, and one of the hardest truths is it is out of your control, and it might not go the way you want. Now, the way it works out most of the time is when someone else understands that and you give the room to breathe, you have room to move on from there. But if you do not give room to breathe, you are sabotaging the chance to reconcile.
Correct.
I saw that and I wanted to say it.
Nope. Well played. Yep. That's a definite. We cannot wait to see all of you at cons, and that is one thing that we've been meaning to change. We always say we're going to do this. We're going to make more of a point to do this. We will be putting out times that the Dragget Show and its crew will be together at the bar to meet you guys at conventions. That is something we will start trying to make sure we announce at conventions. We really want to meet you guys. We're sick of hanging out within a few 100-foot radius.
Yeah.
It's just, God, I miss people. Right?
Shukin Flash was mentioning that video where I throw off the Hawaiian shirt and yell freedom.
I love that video.
It has
That
a
was
whole
so
fucking
Whole new meaning now.
Yeah, it does now. So I'll have to repost that shit.
What did I edit in for that one? I don't even remember.
No, I put in freedom.
You did freedom. I did one too.
You did we, because that was the big thing at the time.
Oh, right. Smashing Pumpkins again.
Yeah.
Shall I
Billy Corgan.
always okay
Billy
with
Corgi.
hugs?
Yeah. Have we got anything else?
I was just promised maple whiskey if I go to FE, so that sold me.
I'm still drunk.
The brand you want to, one of the brands you want to sample, I'm going to bungle the pronunciation, I'm sorry, but Sortilege.
Sortilege.
It is the Quebec maple whiskey.
Oh, that
they do
sounds amazing.
two. There's the one that's 30% ABV, which I would say is the better one. They do have a 40% one, which I do like, but I think the 30% balances the sweetness better. I think too much of the alcohol burn competes with the sweet.
That's
I was in Quebec for like 2 weeks for a work thing, right?
I forgot about that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I flew into Quebec City, was there for like a night and a half, and then drove 2 hours out into the suburbs of Quebec, which is exactly like the fucking Midwest suburbs of America, except it's French. So there's a Target, except they call it a Target. Not really, but there is a Walmart, but they call it a Walmart. Not really.
Oh my God.
Now I just have freeze pop stuck in my head.
Is First Square going to be in Twitch and YouTube? I forget.
First Squared is going to be at firstsquared.com because that's our best opportunity of avoiding oopses of bullshit DMCA.
DC.
Digital Millennium Cop DMCA.
Oh, you're right. I'm wrong.
Run DMC. You don't want them. You don't want them bursting through the wall and like.
No.
Wait, what about Devil May Cry? I'm so confused.
Devil May Cry. Holy shit,
right.
there's a lot of DMC.
We have figured out because between Mackie, Proxybite, Fur, and a bunch of others, at firstsquared.com will be the live stream that any number of folks can go to and it'll work. So we're not on Twitch. We're not on YouTube. We will go there as a backup if it shits the bed.
Right.
But firstsquared.com.
Yes, there's a reason we do it this way. Trust us.
MDMA. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I think at that point,
Yes.
we've done it.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Thank you,
did it.
everybody. We did it. Whatever
Ladies and
it is.
gentlemen, we do not know what this
Say
is.
it right.
Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither.
There you go.
This has been Alkali and Xander present the Dragget Show. We want to thank you so much for joining us here tonight. And remember, as long as this goes on, we are all in this together. We have the internet. We have each other. We can get through this. Thank you for joining us. My name is Alkali.
I'm Xander.
I'm Draggor.
I'm Miko.
Thank you for being here, and
Bye.
good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Who's got the button?
Who's got
Push
the
the button,
button?
Frank.
Who's got the
Where's the button?